stairs here. Potential last day playing this Purifier build. Welcome him tomorrow as well. So what we're gonna be starting with, last day, there's a couple of items to complete my vision of the build. The problem is those items not really stacking that well with my current unbalanced resistances. Or as I say, my resistances are barely balanced right now, and those new items are gonna wreck them. So there's a mystical Uzrim Torment at the belt. We did look at all of those items a couple of days ago, right, when we decided what kind of best items we can choose for the build, and there is one of those items. The belt definitely could be worth checking out. So what we gonna do? We're gonna be grabbing this instead of farming for another couple of days for those items, and we're gonna be checking out if we can complete our build with those items, bringing to the vision I had. The build already looking okay with the current items we have, but can we make it better? That's the question. So we're gonna be using my vault, Grimdawn stash, and see if we can have any of those items there. It's not guaranteed we have all of them. It's not guaranteed they will be good. I mean, most likely they will not be, like I say, getting... yeah, and it would need to reshape all my powders and balance resistance balance. So we currently have a problem with Ether resistance, and we have a problem with Vitality resistance and Bleeding resistance. That's more or less. Let's see, Ulzin Belt, alright. Ulzin Tournament, the mystical one. Let's see if we have this one in the storage. Let's see, all items. Just go for the search, and we have three mystical bells over here. So we grab the first one. Actually, I grab all of them, and we choose the best one, the best offensive ability. We put in, make sure that we put them back into stash there. Alright, save. Next. Let's see what goes next. Shot. What goes next? That could be interesting for us. The Wimborn handguard is the one that was craftable. Alright, and again, the problem is my current gloves we're wearing are giving me Ether resistance 20 something. So without that, we kind of fucked. Alright. This is questionable in terms of, well, it could be good, but a little bit better in terms of DPS, but a little bit better just only. There was a boots we were setting on Whimsical Foot Guards. Again, we were looking at no offensive ability when we were choosing all of those gear. But currently we came to a situation when my offensive ability actually isn't enough that we don't really care about much of investing into it. And those boots that we chose to be like maybe more optimal for my build could be not really that optimal right now. So that's a problem we're facing with. Well, I'm gonna be checking out this one in the stash as well. Do we have it? Well, we should have it. So we got grabbing. It's level 84, right? So we're grabbing one of those. Commit to database. What else that could catch our eyes here? Mercofulzin. So it's giving me some vitality resistance. and I can respect this Mercofulzin for just that. Covers of vitality resistance is also providing that offensive ability. Nothing good over here. But let's see. We should have this one. We were using this one for my is array, right? We were using this for is array, so we should have it in Grimdon stash as well. I think the best way for me right now is just to stick to okay, there's a marker full. I already have like some marker full zero over there, apparently. Apparently, I already had like one when we were choosing for is array. It's like still left there. What were we saying again? Yeah, a kind of hard night, you know. There was a whole day of air alarm yesterday. You maybe heard about during the stream, and there was some actually stuff happened in my region. It's I mean, I don't know if I'm probably not allowed to talk about this. You know, state secret or whatever. Not spreading information where the what got heat and when it got heat, stuff like that. There's a law. But yeah, bad stuff happened. Bad stuff happened in my region. By bad stuff happened, I mean direct hits. So yeah, like not much sleep here on my part. You know, it's all the situation make me very anxious right now. Anyway, next we have there was this mark of calamities desirous. Kind of good offensive ability, we put it here, but we don't care about those resistances. Poison resistance, we should be okay, like with poison resistance at least. I do believe so. So we're gonna be skipping on this. Arcane Harmony. So back there we were thinking the best pens to have this one, despite it doesn't have like any defense, any good attack, not giving me any fire damage, elemental damage. It's giving me shit ton of offensive ability, because I was thinking we're gonna be lucky in offensive ability. Now we're on 33 or 3200 offensive ability, right? And I'm looking at these pants, and they're not giving me like anything. No, well, except the armor, except the flat armor. But that's one thing. So we also need a bleeding resistance for bleeding piercing resistance, perhaps, because we want to put the scales on my pants, and those needed for reaching 100% armor absorption, right? We don't have it yet still. So I think the Arcane Harmony looking not bad in that regards. It giving me defensive ability instead of offensive ability, and have like easy resistance. So like I would think we can check this out a little bit as well. My current pants are giving me 5%. Oh wait, did not copy it. My current pants are giving me 5% to. Okay, I don't even have the pants chest. I have a normal one. Don't have a mystic version of this. Right, happens. So this one out of question. So current pants giving me 5% offensive ability, however, and that's could be maybe problematic to replace. So there's some offensive ability, fire damage, chance to hit melee, easy resistance over here, flame weavers, or fate weavers leggings, which is also have prismatic barrier. I do think we have plenty of those in the storage. So let's go and take a look. Take a look at this. Mystical Fate Weaver. I'm gonna go and grab the first one there to come. Alright, we need to clear this stash completely, because all of those items duplicated apart from those items over here. Alright, and we don't actually need those. There we are. That's about the pens, right? Lastly, do we have anything to say? There's alternative pens with defensive ability, chaos resistance, flame ignifara, smite, We just don't really have anything, neither of those. And there's more, okay, Mystical Mark medal. There's more medals, which is giving me some lightning and ether resistance, fire resistance, range expertise. So it could be okay. So it actually could be okay. Range dual wielding technique is giving me some fire damage over there. So Pyroclast Mark. Let's take this one. Let's take those other pens. If you have Pyroclast Mark. We have a couple of this mystical. I was just grabbing the first one. Alright. And the pants was called yet. Oh, there's also gloves, right? There's also gloves of the Cinder Taj gloves, which is lightning damage flat and some offensive ability, attack speed, but it doesn't have like any of the any of the things here that you need. Any of the resistances. Well, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. It's cost me nothing. Cost me nothing to check those. So let's say we put it over here. Copy items to the database. And then we also take a look at the pens, rune plates. Right, other pens I was mentioning. Oh my god, come on, what are you doing? Right, mystical one. Let's say we're taking this one. And finally, the first gloves we talked about. The Worm Boom, the one we can craft technically. Alright. The one we can craft, but it also... do we even have... Okay, so I don't have this one into storage. Let's take a look at them right now again and trying to compare them to what we have with Cinderbolt. It's giving me the health here and offensive ability. So maybe we do want to craft them. Alright, because we are kinda low on health as well. Kinda low on health. Right, this is anyway, this is all about the items I want to show you guys. It's all about the items I want to show you, and we want to potentially check them out if they're gonna be working for me. Today plan is killing Celestials. Today plan is finishing the DLC and moving on. Celestial, well, trying on a crate boss as well. You know, with this build, obviously, and with the previous build, because we want to kill them. So yeah, my Ether resistance kind of looking bleak. Vitality resistance, well, piercing resistance maybe. So we can replace this potentially Silk Swatch to make my armor rating, armor absorption 100%. We're starting with 132 almost DPS here. Maybe not the best DPS, but I'll take it. And almost 300 defense ability, which is would be improving. With we do need like around that ability, around 3200 for deadly aim to improve it faster. We're still missing like one skill point, by the way, to put somewhere. Anyhow, let's see if you can sort it out my my gear here. What's gonna be happening if you replaces some item with. So what is this better? 107, 93 damage. So this one's physical damage with offensive ability. Don't need this one. Fate Fear leggings. Right, what we're gonna be starting with. That's why I want to replace most of all. So this is giving me +1 demolitionist and 102 offensive ability. Just that, 102 offensive ability. So Ulzen belt will be better in many more cases. 102 offensive ability, same offensive ability, more defensive abilities. right? And retaliation, vindictive flames, flame of Ignafar, and +1 skill into demolitionist.
I'll keep an eye on this.
A flame of Ignafar, that's this thing over here. We're not using it. Not using it, but that's an interesting idea for a build as well. The flame of Ignafar. So our goal here to choose the best belt, and the first one was the best one by the mile, with all offensive abilities. So this is gonna be replacing. This is gonna be replace it. Our DPS also jumping up, right? So 131, 32k to 138k, right? Because of flat fire damage and more fire damage overall. Offensive ability staying exactly the same, while defensive ability improving, and we don't have the Underbuck laser here yet. Right, poisonous bleeding resistance, poison and bleeding resistance actually looking okay here. If you look at them, they're actually looking okay, so maybe it's not that bad. Spell Scorch Platin, Piercing Resistance Elemental. We can put like the Spell Scorch Platin over here. For Piercing Vitality Resistance is questionable with this. Okay, so belt, something we're gonna be replacing, guarantee. Now the boots, So this is one out of here. Now the boots, we have Wyrm scale boots over here. So less fire damage, offensive ability, defensive ability, not looking that great. We have elemental resistance and vitality resistance, right? The armor itself is lower. So you're losing a lot of vitality resistance, which is, like I say, problematic. I don't think we're gonna be replacing this one, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna be replacing Hour of Censure and Thermite Mines. Looking better on the paper here, so looking better. But looking at the stats, so this is like out of the picture. Right, this is out of the picture. We should be selling this one.
Nerds Kappa.
Sub-nerds, welcome, Master Holtz. Greetings, mate. To the last part of the stream.
Two greetings.
When it's concerning Grim Dawn and this build in general. Dagon's armor. Is it better than my current one? Poison elemental resistance. It wasn't better. This is gonna be sold. So Cinder Touch. Right, lightning damage, fire damage, offensive ability, 80. Right, attack speed 11, 2% less. And we're losing some Easter resistance, which is we pressed on Easter resistance here. But we do have the pants. Oh my god, okay. We do have a pants over here. Why sad? we're done with the build potentially. Oh, you mean said about like last part of the Grim Dawn? Well, yeah, the Grim Dawn. We're not moving here with the Grim Dawn anywhere, unfortunately. So we need to take a break at least for some time. Because well, the stream statistic is just going down and down. We not only stagnate, but we just
Crucible time Kappa.
Crucible time. Never been in Crucible actually. Never been in Crucible. Is it good? Is it good for watching? So we have 60 offensive ability, movement speed, Easter resistance 16. So that's gonna compensate for some Easter resistance we're gonna be losing. And that's about all. That's about all we have here. What is this Eastern glows that give me 5% offensive ability? The Eastern O's. Let's you know what, chat? Let's take a look again on the Grimdark stash here. So Eastern something. Okay, let's see. the Eastern Oath. Social items, set name, the Eastern Oath. A, B, C, D, E. Let's see, do we have the glows out of them? So what they're given? They're given a mental damage, vitality, so they're given vitality resistance, offensive ability. So that's like a lot of offensive ability if I just grab those. If I just grab those, all right. That should give me like a lot of offensive ability, potentially. Well, the question left is AC resistance. Right, elemental damage, so it does have like a good elemental damage, but we're losing some defensive ability in the process. Like 35 offensive ability, less damage actually. Actually, it's giving me less damage, but look at this, 3500 defensive ability. Yeah, this is out of question, is it?
It's safe with me.
It's out of the question. What else we are talking about? So I think we're gonna be keeping this storm threats over here. I think we're just gonna be keeping them like it is. Given providing that vitality resistance. We do have the Fate Weaver pants, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be pulling us any stops over here. It's more DPS again. It's more DPS, vitality and piercing resistance dropping down. It's also more armor, is it? So slightly more armor. Static strike and words of agony. I don't care about any of those, so is a static strike, is a words of agony. But we're also gonna be losing like that physical resistance if I place those pants. Alternatively, there is this plants over here, defensive physical resistance. This could be even worse. Could be even worse. So like I can't take the cinder bolts. I don't believe I can. Let's come to this small offensive ability again. Less defensive abilities. And lastly, the medals. Can you do something with the medals? So like a para-class mask mark. So we have my current medal. Defensive, offensive ability, poison resistance, chaos resistance. Chaos resistance actually something we don't really care about, do we? Something we don't really care about. There's vitality resistance. There's vitality resistance over here. There's in quite a bit of offensive ability with this. Or do we? Not really. We do use poison resistance, but that we can compensate with a belt, right? With the leather. So let's see, vitality resistance up, bleeding resistance up, chaos resistance should be okay. Damage wise, we do losing some damage.
It's safe with me. Promise.
Damage wise, we do losing some damage, but that's probably alright. That's probably alright. 136 against 138. Yeah, it's like completely alright. Resistance to only poison suffering from this, because this was given 36 poison resistance. And spirit buff we have from this 7%. It's so yeah, it so doesn't really matter. We probably can try to get better Camel's Badge, just so you know, chicken out the vendor over and over. Probably can do that as well. So I say this is not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal because with now vitality resistance sorted out. Alright. What we have vitality resistance. We have vitality resistance on those boots. Alright, and we can try to replace this one with this one. The mental resistance, reduction, stun duration, because reduction stun duration is it's a good for to have. So now the loosen health and in DPS. Right, we can do something with this piercing resistance maybe. So let's say I put in this one out of the picture and we put in another pants over here. Just bring in my vitality resistance,
Howdy,
bleeding
Forster 2
resistance.
greetings.
And howdy, this relax. Welcome, mate. Greetings. Yeah, trying to get
greetings.
maximum out of this build. Right, a last push with the items. And see if we can beat the Celestials with all of this. You know what, chat? Maybe I just gonna go and craft the sink.
Bring me back any blueprints you
Not from here, but what we gonna do is gonna go over here. So we're gonna be crafting the worm scale gloves.
Got
What we need from this?
scrap metal?
Worm scale gloves, handguards, scale hide, and the juggernaut. So this gives me some offensive ability, health, fire damage, elemental. Well, how much better it will be from this one? Chilling rounds, giving the extra chilling rounds, defensive ability. Maybe it's not will be that much better, honestly. It can give me a same DPS, but a little bit more health. What? I should probably give up on this. And think if this configuration will be better than configuration with those pants was. We do lose a significant amount of defensive ability, alright, and that's because of the boots here. Is that because of the boots? This one giving me some offensive ability. So offensive ability is staying the same. Defensive ability also staying the same over here. Not really significant amount. We're missing the bloody crystal from here. Vitality resistance, poison resistance, and piercing resistance. That's like a problematic, however. So we also missing some powders over here. Let's see what we can do with powders before anything. Bleeding vitality. So I can put this component of piercing resistance plus 20 over there. That should be fine, and then we can get leather, underbark leather, and also bleeding. So bleeding resistance and poison resistance should be fine. So we're worrying about piercing and vitality resistance.
You got
with this
obsidian
combination.
gloves. 5 to 7 Fizri.
Physical resistance. I don't even consider the obsidian gloves. Physical resistance for this build is just non-existent. It's just forget about the thing is physical resistance. Wait, it's a 0 now. It's 0. It was 10 with this configuration over here. Physical resistance. Okay, it was 9, but now it's 0. Like, what is physical resistance even? I never heard about it.
Literally non-existent. LUL.
I never heard about that. Yeah, that's the first time I heard that word, physical resistance. Yeah, non-existent. So maybe we just got to all the configuration here. We're definitely replacing belt. Belt is the only thing that I'm satisfied with. But other configurations over here, maybe not that good. Well, it looks like a stun resistance. Okay, with a stun resistance here. So piercing resistance, like I say, we can put this spell scorch platinum back. Can put that back. We already increased my DPS anyway, and for this we can put instead of silk wash, we can get my armor absorption to 100%. But is it better to have armor absorption on 100 or actually have that 9% physical resistance? That's a big question. It's a really big question. So like let's say like we're sticking with this one again, and we're sticking with this one, and we got our resistances and poison resistance. We can figure that out. Without resistance also looking okay because Ulzrin mark. Alright, we just replace that bloody crystal here. And what we do need to is to do something with stun resistance. Does any components giving you stun resistance?
Metal?
Just stand duration, less their height here. Isn't head armor, however. Reduce stand duration, rings amulet medals. That's not seal of resonance, sacred shell, physical shield recovery. Maybe not.
Go on now.
So maybe when I do have a powder, so I want this at least on 60%. I could reach that with a powder. Could reach this with powder. That's about all I can do. And I'm not really satisfied with my total amount of health here as well. That's another thing. So with this configuration we have physical resistance back to 9. Alright. And we're replacing my mark with mark of Ulzin, which is not really optimal thing here. If you get lucky enough, you can get this one better, but it's sorted my vitality resistance. And if you're gonna go for fighting the, if you're gonna go to fight the guy,
Have you noticed the
the
plus
Ravager.
3 max movement speed of Hydra?
Plus 3. What?
Almost Titan quest speeds LUL.
Yeah. Maximum. No, I didn't, mate. I mean, we took the Hydra. What about that maximum speed? What's maximum speed? Attack speed. Okay, yeah. Oh, this one, right? Yeah. It's past past my cognitive recognition or whatever. Yeah. I just read it like a plus 2 to move speed. That was okay. Okay, alright. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not really that fast like on when you're playing the Titan Quest on very fast game speed. But yeah, I'm satisfied with movement speed. However, I do use all the time the dash ability. Alright. So Ravager Flash. He's doing vitality damage, right? And we want to my vitality resistance with Uzi mark a little bit higher than just barely over the max. That's why I'm waiting for Uzi mark here, because there's this minus 35 vitality resistance over here, right? Ravager presence. So we at least need to be 35% higher than 80. So that's the idea behind me putting that Ulzin mark.
Yeah, no,
into
even
my...
close to TQ. But I agree, dodge feels good.
This is my just default movement skill now. Well, I do use that to actually dodge from time to time, so... So yeah, instead of the Camden Badge, which is protecting, you can roll better one. I'm gonna be sticking with The Ozen Marcus giving it vitality resistance 46, just enough. So poison acid resistance. Poison acid resistance. Also bleeding resistance need to be get up a little bit. Chaos and Ether resistance just slightly bit over the maximum, but we don't care about those. We're fighting Celestials, do we? Or do we care about, again, do we care about Chaos resistance if you're fighting, for example, Calagadra? Well, that's a question. I read it, I forgot in all of this. Like, so he has piercing. But I don't believe he has any resistance reduction, do he? Does he? Piercing, bleeding, physical damage. Okay, so we're gonna be fucked up by physical damage from Calagadra. Pretty much. Remember my previous build? I was like, wondering why we can fight face stunned Calagadra, but we have like over 50% physical resistance, and his attack doing physical damage. His health reduction defenses. Calagadra will be the hardest fight for this build. No question asked. He doesn't have any resistance reduction, as much as I can say, can tell here. But yeah, we're gonna be really face press for this physical damage here we're gonna deal. This probably would be kind of impossible to kill him even. What else? So yeah, but with Ravager and Mogadren, I'm sure we can deal with that guy. Sure we can deal with that one. All right, let's clear this stash saw. Let's clear the stuff we don't need. Putting this into storage. We're gonna be selling mystical Finmaster raiment. We don't need it here. And Fin Flash Mantle. We don't need you here either. Don't need these rings here for now. So don't need this one. This one is from old past. Just cleaning this thing. Make it a little bit more spacious. Bone threads. Get out, get out, get out. Crimsons, well, it's like those are good glows to keep. Let's roll with this for now. And so we need Underbook leather. Alright, we're gonna be replacing like the leather from a belt.
Let's take a look, shall we?
This one, keep the add-on. There's a poison resistance, bleeding resistance, piercing resistance, not really that great.
Goodbye for now.
But that's all the components. We also have some powders to put on a belt. Alright, powders put on a belt. And we potentially replacing this
Need something broken down?
as well. So get me the shard. Back to 3k defense ability, which is, well, you don't really care about that much. Again.
See anything you like?
I don't like this. This one is the same stuff we currently have as the gloves, so we're gonna be sticking with those gloves, unfortunately. They have like the lowest armor rating here. Arms 1600. And we're probably gonna stick, you know, this 87 offensive ability, 87 absorption. Let's have a little bit less Easter resistance, but more like attack speed. Okay, we're gonna be selling this one. We're gonna be selling this one. This one we keep in. Just keep in. And we did look at this mark of mortality because of 8 attack damage converted to
Put it
health.
to good use.
So how can we increase my survivability? Like just putting something into physique, a little bit more health, a little bit more defense ability. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. And you know what we also gonna do? We need to bring this stun resistance up to date, and for that we do have a powder. Oh, we don't have a powder. Never mind. Never mind. It's around vendor. Around vendor. We didn't bought the powder. I think that's the powder from Underborg. From Covent. Just give you that stun resistance and some fire damage a little bit.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Let me see. Elemental resistance, piercing. So physical chaos, physical damage, acid poison, fire, reduction stun duration. So rings and amulets over here. Oh, okay, it's 8% reduction stun duration. So I thought it was 12. I generally thought it was 12. Reduction physical purification.
Iron well spent.
We have currently powders giving me offensive ability here. This one giving me defensive ability, so I can sacrifice some offensive ability for the stun reduction. I can be actually a bit more good with 25 stun resistance. That's a big question. You know what?
Got
We're gonna be
something
trying.
in the
We're gonna
stash?
be trying that first.
It's safe with me. Promise.
But obviously the first thing we're gonna be trying, so
I'll hold on to that. For
not
you.
really trying, but we need to finish the whole game. Also, vitality resistance. What we're gonna be putting this? We have some vitality and piercing resistance powders. But in order to get those, we need to get reputation, revered reputation with, I believe, soil faction. So let's sort out our items configuration for this build. So basically, I don't think these gloves over here and those pants are optimal for this build. There could be better items for sure, but they are bringing my build to some form of a balance here with all these defensive stats, with our resistances, and I'm alright with them. We did replace the medal and we did replace the belt. Speaking of the medal, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put the wrist stalker. That's what we did. So now the mobility skills. I did use the wrist stalkers, like all of this, well,
I'll keep an eye
teleportation skills, rift ears, as a means of like controlling the battlefield, controlling my maneuvers, tactical maneuvers. I mean, running away, helping me with that. Even before we had the evade, but it's still kind of relevant. Okay, don't forget about the Seal of Morganeth. Also, and also think about today's stream. We drop in the Pathfinder on for undetermined amount of time. I feel like people just lost interest in the game, and I'm enjoying the game. But we have like 1/4 of the game still to finish, and that's about like another maybe week and a half. But yeah, I just can't stream like that. Like, so we're gonna be bringing some new game to the evening stream instead of a Pathfinder today. Pathfinder got the good part, right? Like all the intrigue, betrayal of your companions. But yeah, I'm not sure when we're gonna be continuing it, and if we'll be able to continue it in general. Because I did talk about this, how the games like Pathfinder is really hard to get back into after you take some break from them. It's just like
I can't do that yet.
there's so much of going on, right? So much of story to follow, companions quests, like companions builds, and all that synergy of the builds in general.
I can't do that yet.
But yeah, maybe next time the Pathfinder will be on sales again on Steam. That's like I noticed when the
What?
games.
Who betrayed the king?
They betrayed the king, the Trician. Did you not saw that? He's we fought the boss of like last chapter, the chapter 4, and the chief.
That dirty little weasel.
Yeah, he proclaimed himself like the champion. You know, like right in front of me. He stole my boss kill. I was about to finish the boss. He stole boss kill. Before this, I also give him the nice item tour, like literally the best item for like the close item. He stole that loot. He stole the loot from a boss, and he's run away on me. Christian gone. And now we have also international crisis on my borders. The barbarian invading Brevoy, and I need to go for a battle with help my international allies or deal with my internal affairs. I need to choose one of those. And you know, like the rule of Assam is always like put your priorities international affairs. I don't even know if we'll be able to punish the weasel. Okay, the seal didn't got the strings of maggots belt from this guy. It's a unique item to drop in from him. That's about all for this area.
Wearing his hood, hiding his face.
And I also think he became blind as well. You know, I don't know if Nekrasov had any insight, right? Because like our kingdom name is the land of blind fools. So I don't know if Nekrasov have any insight about that, but it's apparently they have more and more blind people in my kingdom, and more fools every day coming to it as well. I can't explain it. It's how it serves like some mysterious allure for those people.
I can't do that yet.
So yeah, he just gorged his eyes or something.
WTF Bolster 2 blind Bolster 2 FOOL.
Yeah, so we have another blind fool roaming somewhere in my... Well, he was spotting Candlemere Lake, and it's not the stuff where we're going as of yet.
Can't do that yet.
Cannot picking up the green items. We kinda okay on the cash here, 2 millions. Yeah, enough to handle myself. So yeah, there was a bunch of intrigues, especially intrigues, will my kingdoms even survive? Because the problem is we absolutely run out of crisis management points. that needed to solve increase your roll chances on solving the crises of the kingdom, and the rolls for those like generally getting very hard. Like I have only like 40% or less than 40% to solve some problems right now, and I can't have a time. I don't have the time to level up my advisors. That's also a thing. Okay, there are some boys we need to kill here. For a quest. So yeah, a game getting harder. Like there is that spike of difficulty right now, and it's not because like of my levels or something. It's because I literally don't have like time to do everything. Oh my god! Like all the talk about all the talk about Pathfinder is just prompted me to want to play more. But then like I can't, chat. I can't. Yesterday.
But did you find Petruchio?
Petruchio, you mean? Yeah, of course I did. He's already long dead, right? We killed him twice. He's a twice burn, twice killed. Right, he was that he was a king Tartucher of the Kobold tribe. After we killed him first time, he was resurrected by some mysterious force as
Surely dead then. Chopped
yeah.
his head. LUL.
Sure. Yeah, he was resurrected as a kobold. Alright, and he was ruling this kobold kingdom, kobold and troll kingdom. This was chapter 2, troll trouble. At least we didn't hear about him. However, that's interesting, a bit of trivia. You just mentioned it about, and I remember this like one thing that when Tartuccio was resurrected by some mysterious male stranger, right? Like some guy. So it's not a fake queen that trying to ruin my kingdom. It was like some other guy, and we just found that guy. Well, very similar guy in one of my companions quests we was doing. For Jubilos quest, we went for that some debates, fate debates, and in those debates, this guy that was the host of the debates. Which I won the debates and got a riddle to how to solve the mystery of a bleaching, why the bleaching was happening to the gnomes. I even like did write down some riddle, but we kind of can't solve it now because we need to finish this current chapter in order to progress with the riddle, according to the host at least. But he mentioned that he met us in the past and he met us in the future. Right, he's a Fae guy, and there's like, yeah. So I wonder how the plot is connected to him, maybe resurrecting Tartuccio, or he did confirm. We asked him a question, another question about the story of the Bloom. All right, why the Bloom attacking my kingdom? He's basically told us the stuff like I already knew. That some powerful Fae decided to get her own kingdom, but then she crossed the path of even a more powerful fate, right? And now she cursed it to ruin thousands of kingdoms. They have a curse on her. That's like the Guardian of Bloom, the Fae that we met at the very beginning of the game. Betrayer. Another betrayer. That's who she is. So yeah, like I was ignorantly saying that the story in the first game wasn't less interesting than the story in the second game, but I do admit it's actually getting interesting here. Yeah, because I never got past like maybe third chapter or something when the first time played it. But there's a grand adventure, all the intrigues, and the Fae. Yeah, it's really getting interesting. It's really getting interesting. I do admit, like, my personal preference is like the big battle between evil and goodness with the demons, like they have in the first game and second game, I mean. But I would still say that the story like are really getting good.
That skill's not ready.
Like on the whole Game of Thrones level of good. Well, the betrayal from Attrition as well was like very unexpected. You know, like I think Arabani or some other guy said in my chat that all my companions look like kind of crazy. I was like thinking, sure you jest. How can they be crazy? The only crazy here is definitely Jethal. That's the one who were trying to sacrifice her relatives to the goddess of death to get that eternal youth and stuff. So she was the one that sounds crazy. But now, like, I'm looking close at them, like, there's the Trishan thing, when he got himself blind. There's that, well, Amory is just, like, you know, irritating this stupid muscle brain. And there's Valerie itself. She's also kind of like attention seeker. She's now complaining that she's not beautiful enough for everyone to turn around to her and prize her beauty. That kind of stuff. We did spend the night like with her, right? When I learned about that I can go for Amory, Farah, she husband. We got to Valerie next best choice since like she was wearing the armor and stuff. But you know my greatest disappointment, she apparently was like damaged goods. Before we went into my chamber, she told me everything that she has like. She already had a boyfriend. She looked like so proper of a lady, untouchable, you know. But she had an ex. It a little betrayed my feeling there. So, but anyway, like the news is we did conquer the Valerie. That we did. There's also the thing that happened to me like in previous chapter that we were invited to some like tournament from King Irovati, but we didn't never got the quest for it, so I don't know if the actual writing invitation. We just like talk with the bard, and that's all. So I don't know what to do with that quest, and I checked it on internet, and people saying you can fail that quest if you not arrive there in time. Apparently there's a lot of quests in Pathfinder, Kingsmaker that actually time it, but they don't have like any visual indication of the time. So this is like putting the pressure on me as well. But yeah, yesterday's session was epic in terms like we played these debates. One of my companions were one of my, well, not the companions, participants. One of the participants were like 2 giant frogs, and other was the kobold, the kobold who want to become a dragon, and his only answers were like like who can move the mountains? A dragon? Who's the mightiest creature in the world? A dragon? Stuff like that. That guy was hilarious. And we did actually like use my supreme intelligence to outsmart the Fae in terms of outsmart the other participants, as you say. Now there were some kind of mind games. It's like a rock paper scissor game, basically. Yeah, there was a rock paper scissor game at the end. We outsmart everyone. Okay, let's check out the shrine here.
Companions in WOTR are a lot far from safe. Found a meme pic in Reddit. Posted in DC.
Companions in Wrath of Righteous is far more insane. Let me see. Ever scanned mentally unstable, mentally unstable, mentally unstable, what? Mentally unstable, mentally... What? That's just lies. Like, I remember all of those guys. Okay, I don't remember the druid chick, right? We talked about this, but Vendrick was actually like okay. The little girl who's the Raven, whatever her name was, also okay. The Darion, right? That elf was also okay. I mean, the mystic weapon. I didn't remember him much, right? Who else? The Lan, okay, we killed the Lan, so we never play with him. And we killed that mage woman, it's showed in the picture, whatever her name. She was like impudent enough to say some shit to me. I was playing for evil character, I just like went and executed her right away on the spot. Yeah. So, I don't know about this mental instability. They definitely lying here, mate. They look completely reasonable and normal to me.
LUL.
Nana, whatever the mage, no, whatever her name was, right? So like you meet her in the first chapter when you like explore the ruins of the city, and it's just like she was so rude to me, the future like demon overlord. I was like, yeah, executed. I didn't even realize she was a companion, you know. I thought it was like some like random NPC, like trying to talk a shit to me. And I saw like the action killed her, evil action. I was like, okay, hold on a moment. But I'm an evil guy, right? Die, you scum. That's what happened. That would happen.
Yeah, you either hate or like her.
Well, I mean, didn't have a time to easily. Oh, look at this. We found the special chest shot. The Corving secrets. This is one that drop in that essence, the celestial essence. The thing that you need to summon Caligadra. There's like there's at least one chest, right, per session in this Forgotten Ghost DLC, but the problem to find it. Yeah, you is a hater like it. I didn't have even time to do either that or or like her, because I genuinely thought she was like some random NPC that just trying to talk some shit to me. Executed on the spot. And then I was like, wait a minute, then I saw somewhere in a picture that that apparently was a companion. Well, at least so far we didn't execute anyone in this place of the Kingsmaker. It's like we even have a goblin as a companion. But those bastards like betraying me. The Trishan is like second coming of Ishmael, betrayer of the hope. Ishmael? I think Ishmael, that was the guy name. The one from Wheel of Time. He was like one of the companions of Louis Taron Telamon, the dragon, in the Wheel of Time. That when fighting the dark forces, the shadow, he betrayed the light and came on the side of the shadow. He became the betrayer of the hope. A forsaken. One of the most powerful Aes Sedais of the Age of Wonders. Or Legends, whatever they call it. Will the Trishan trying to follow the...
screaming in battle, wanting to bathe in the blood of her enemies. I was go girl, that's the spirit. I thought it was figurative speech, lol.
But it's not. Yeah, I mean, the Van Dyke also had her like had her mean streaks all the time. She's like, kill that, destroy that. How dare you to defy my master? She was my girlfriend, slave girlfriend, spider slave girlfriend. And she's like, was the cultist, right? But she's like, I just only gonna be served the strongest, right? Fuck these demons, right? I was going for a demon pass, right? It's like, she's like, yeah, those demons are weaklings. Kill those weaklings. Kill all of the weaklings. But it was like, you know, I don't think it was like mental instability. It just was the strength of a character. Time to get loot sorted. Meanwhile, chat. Yeah, Darren has also his two quirks, right? He's like always he's just a lazy.
It is.
Passion life, yeah, that is. The Darren, the elf guy, right? He's just lazy. Like he didn't want to work. I'm well, lazy. Maybe that's the wrong word here. He has a justifiable reason not to work, and I absolutely respect that. I just couldn't be like, you know, angry on a character. It's very likable, is it? Okay, so put in the storage. He wasn't bad. Have another earns signed handguards here. Is it better than my current one? And not really. Right, yeah, a lot of fun basically those games are. Damn it, like, I was... Chat, what are you doing with me? What are you doing with me? I absolutely came to a sad decision not to play the Pathfinder today.
Ulster 2 greetings, I figured out how to progress. I am headed to the east of Berwick now.
See.
Nice one, Lekenda, welcome. You mean progress with the DLC? The
Ulster 2 greetings.
You're around.
The Melmoth, the Ashes of Melmoth DLC, right?
Got something you need stashed?
Yeah, there's a portal, the barrier there to destroy.
No. Classic story. Waiting for sale on Steam so I can buy DLCS.
Oh, okay. You mean there's another to the east of Bureau Beach. There's another area, like optional area too. The Eastern Marshes or whatever they're called. That's one. Yeah, we've been there yesterday. There is a secret quest there. The hidden pass, right? It's in that location as well.
I'll hold on to that for you.
But yeah, chat, what were you doing? What were you doing, chat? What were you doing? You just like trying to get me back into Pathfinder, and when I resolutely decided not to play today. Talking about like all the stories is really lighting more fire into me, but we just can't. We're just gonna be waiting a little bit. Damn it. Hopefully I not forget like all the stuff I was doing.
King is going on vacation. Again.
Again. You don't know for how long again too. So there is a DLC coming today for Last Train Home. Right, that you remember that game about Czechoslovak Legion we played. Well, what, 2 months ago? It's actually was doing quite alright on for YouTube for me. And the DLC is coming today. Will be like some more of tactical combat. They also a new patch as well. So maybe I'm gonna be checking that out. Maybe I'm gonna be checking that out. There is a plan for the whole month of Xbox Pass, right? Still
Salazar side quest.
there's a plan for the whole month, next month. Well, this month already. This is the first. It's already February, right? So there is that plan. Need to go turn in the quest. So what do we have on Game Pass? Have a bunch of games. First and foremost, I want to check Persona 3 Reload. Right, I want to get that entry. You probably heard
It's
about.
already February. Aware.
It is.
Come see
Right.
what's left of my wares. Iron
The
well
time
spent.
passing so fast again. And the Cephalax gifted us also Forbidden Horizon Zero Dawn. Forbidden West coming to PC in March. So I want to play Forbidden West before the March. And there's also Homefront. I want to play before the March, because the Homefront 3 coming in March. I at least want to take a look at the game. However, like there's so many games I need to compress into this month. We'll see how we're gonna be faring. With that. Oh, where's
More
the guy?
third-person butt-watching content with an almost permanently moaning character. Okay.
The thread is spun.
That's
The
about
real
the
Before we
Persona
can
3. You're apparently aware of it.
Horizon.
A Horizon.
I can't do that yet.
So there's a lot of moaning. Okay, nobody told me about that.
Yes. And some arrows.
Some arrows.
The chick is constantly making noises like her butt plug is on high voltage.
Hello?
And here sounds like we're gonna be need to return to Tomb Raider soon, finishing the third game in the series we haven't played yet. As much as I was like so upset about the Tomb Raider being so mentally challenged, or muscle brain, she still was like more or less pleasant to watch from behind. And obviously I done it all for a chat.
We need more Yakuza.
There's a Yakuza too. Oh my god, like chat. I also need more Yakuza. I also need more Yakuza. Damn it.
That skill's not ready.
Where do you gonna put that? All of that. All of those games. Yeah, I mean, I really want to get as many games as possible here to play in this, because the situation here is really getting bad, from worse to bad, in real life. Wait, why didn't I teleport on this? So there's a good chance I soon will be, well, conscripted here.
I can't do that.
Which just meaning probably gonna die. Yeah, but that's the one thing I don't really want to talk about much. So how do we get all of those games finished
I can't do that.
in this month? That's the biggest question, a bigger problem. Meanwhile, we did have the quest for the book, and we finally can access the transmutation for the game. Alright. We did use the first time in a while, first time ever, we did use the transmutation before we actually got unlocked transmutation. Because we did realize, or well, chat told me that there is a transmutation guy in Crucible, right? We haven't been playing the Crucible as it is, but we did launch it first time in ever, just for this character, just to get this transmutation
Instructions
done.
how to cheat. I see carrot.
That skill's
Instruction, right? Like, but well, you do need to have a Crucible, right? Many people don't. So, like I say, I prefer to do this DLC, right, in chronological order. That's like all the DLC for me. I prefer them. Any game I'm playing, I prefer to do them in chronological order. So meaning, we can do this DLC after Act 1, literally. But the right way for me to do it after finishing Ashes of Melmoth, obviously. And there's like some quests that in Ashes of Melmoth that gonna transfer to they need to do first in order to get some quests in this DLC in Forgotten Gods.
You get some funny story twists if you do it not in chronological order.
And in what manner? Funny story. Yeah, I know that if you're not doing chronological order, you're gonna be missing some quests, for sure.
I can't do that yet.
We must find Urubaruk, Master Varuk says. I have his amulet and saw him die. I say.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. But you don't have like any ability to report about his deaths, is it?
No.
It's also like killing the messenger as well, right? You can kill the messenger, Only then to meet a message for the first time. Stuff like that. The message of Korvac. And also all those stupid cultists, like, you know, Father Camelin and stuff, like worshipping a Korvac that you already know that he's already dead. Yeah, okay, I'm see it now. I was blind, but now I can see.
That skill's not ready.
Also, what we saw yesterday, we can't really face tank much of the hard bosses, right? We went and died 3 times in. If you shot me set, we died 3 times in the Crucible on level 50. To the same stupid 3 times, maybe it was even 4 times. Same stupid nemesis. I didn't even catch his name, so. The worst of it. It's double rare, Sunclove Slicer Favor, Stone Faced, physical damage, internal trauma. But don't care internal trauma here. Attacks with persons of virtue, physical damage to person of virtue. Maybe we do? Okay. Need to put that into storage. Could be potential okay items to take.
That skill's not ready.
So yeah, the build kind of playable. I believe we're gonna be killing at least 2 celestials with it, no problem. The Calagarda will be a problem because no physical resistance. But because it's a range build, we maybe can just guide him into oblivion. Like, a little bit worried about my total health, but it's manageable, as I'll say.
Can't do that yet.
However, it's came for, you know, just generally survivability. Because you saw we had a problem with the Shattered Realm, even on level 50. So I don't know if it is built like a good build for like hardcore. Right, if it can sustain the pressure of the hardcore, the mental
That skill's
pressure,
not ready.
and like actual real pressure. It definitely was a good build to level up on ultimate only, sure. Again, like we're gonna be summarizing this build also today, hopefully. The boss come here.
Skill's not ready.
The Thunder attack, we just face tank it, so you know, like the false impression that you have a good survivability, you just face tank this boss into Thunder and kill him super fast. Like I was like, okay, I can do it with other people, with other bosses, but it's not true, unfortunately. You can't.
That skill's not ready.
Return to the current conclave of 3. Wait a minute. Why is she like want me to return to her? Did I not return to her already? What is this? What is this bullshit? Let's see. Double rare. This one, not the double rare. So I'm going to storage. What's double rare? Okay, this is double rare. It's the one that go into storage. So that's the pants I was initially thinking about taking for my build because of the flat offensive ability, right, and some physical resistance to the boot. Now it's just like, yeah, we're gonna be passing on it. Gonna be passing on those.
Iron well spent. Got something you need stashed?
Stash
Keep an eye
them.
out, miss.
Kira. Where the heck is Kira? Okay, there she is.
It pains me. The fool was blind to
Traitor.
the true vision of the great.
Oh,
God. We
alright,
must help.
alright. We killing us a blind fool here, chat. What is this? Why there's so many of blind fools all over there? All over the world, like in all the different games. Jesus Christ. What happened in here? Why is it multiplying? I hope I don't have anything to do with that. Hope it's not my fault.
Damn need to eat quick. Next 4-hour conference at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. It's in half an hour. Okay, it's in half an hour, mate. Why do you mean quick?
The SP3 Shock A.
What do you mean quick? It's like half an hour still. It's enough to eat, like, you know, 5 more times at least. If not more. Yeah, take care.
I do chew.
What? You have a teeth to do that? Well, okay, yeah. I mean... Haven't been chewing much myself lately. With all this, the stuff. Yeah. So everyone not chewing their food. Anyway, Mentomori, what I meant to say actually, have a nice meal. Have a nice meal, mate. Don't, you know, hasten yourself. Proper way to eat a meal is to chew, right? Know that myself because...
It's just refueling under battle conditions, laughing face.
Yeah. Bon appetit, mate. Have a nice one. For our conference, also have a nice one. Enjoy that one. Like, hopefully you will enjoy. I mean, I genuinely wish you will enjoy it. It will be an enjoyable type. There was a totem here, like this area, the secret area. For Morgan's tomb, this always have a totem. Right, it's always have a totem here. Without exceptions. It's just a question where the totem is located, like how far into the area it's located. So I wouldn't say it's a good one for farming the totems. But Azimo did posted that link to was on Discord or in Twitch chat about a best place to farm totems. Don't think this one was been in there. On the other hand, my favorite place of Warden's Laboratory been on the list. Okay, don't forget about the seal. That's all the seals we need to open the tomb. I don't even know if we're gonna be actually going to the tomb, like, or we just jump in with slaying celestials. I don't think we're gonna be having any problems with Mogornath with this build. There's could be a problem actually facing arena, because I can really face tank the sign of hunger, not enough physical resistance. Like the tentacles are just gonna be tear me to shreds. I mean, I can face tank maybe one sign of hunger, but when it's coming multiple of them at once, I will be in a big problem. Trouble. So maybe there's a merit to go and check myself against this arena event. But yeah, we'll see how we are dealing with the time. And to finish DLC, we need to village celestials, and we need to attempt the great boss, and we need to summarize the build as well. All the other things. Well, speaking of finishing DLC, I think we do need another half an hour for this, do we? Progressing really fast. I'm not even, like, you know, paying much attention to what we're doing. I just autopiloting. Alright, so this build absolutely good enough to just autopiloting around. Even face tanking on face tanking right now, like, not a problem for it. The problem will come with shatter ramp content. Can't really face tank much. Need to dodge, need to kite. Wait, why is this gun is like, okay. Did you notice also, chat? This gun has like some green shit on him. I don't understand. What is the green stuff? Should be yellow. Should be shooting fire. What is that? Okay, here we need, oh my god, get up and get a chest here. That's what we need. Another fancy loot. Got it. No challenge.
I can't do that yet.
And yeah, half of the way through the DLC, or more like 60% even.
Excuse me.
No excuses. Open the doors.
Yes, traveler.
I'll take her quest, I'll take his quest. So one of those quests giving you +1 to attribute point. Right, there's one more attribute point left, and one more of side, one more of the skill point left. After we kill the Dravius, the Ouroboros son, we'll get the. I will get a last skill point for the build, which is probably gonna be going into my. Well, actually, I was thinking to go and put it into arcane empowerment, but will not be having much of like useful arcane empowerment, will we? I will not, because like we're gonna be kiting celestials, so we can like stay in one place. So we need to think about a better option for this. Maybe this could be a blast shield for some maximum resistances, for second duration, then second recharge, health restoration. Maybe this would just be blast shield for more like protection for me. There's a total speed and the vindictive flames, retaliation, reduction target damage with Illusion Wrath. This also could be okay. I think a blast shield would be good. Just going a little bit more defensively. I'm okay with the current DPS we have.
I can't do that.
Don't need to
yet.
invest more. It's still, you saw yesterday, we were comparing two builds with this build and my Issa build. So I saw my clean speed. Like, okay, so the clean speed did look almost the same, but almost the same. However, Issa has just more sustainability thanks to that mirror area octaves, and its actual pure DPS was twice more than this build. Like just straight twice more DPS. No challenge. How much of the highest damage we have here? Okay, our highest damage actually did increase. We did have 109k, and as I saw yesterday, I was saying that we'll not be able to go, will not go higher than this one, right? 109k, but that we reached today is 160k over here, 161k almost. Not bad, not bad. Probably create some ethereal or Cthulhians. Alright, when having additional damage against Zeus. So that's what happened. Okay, got the stuff. The boss is here.
That skill's not ready.
Use the potion, the powder. So we didn't to get and buy some tincture. They stunk it. Yeah, I need to get this wild tincture, a cursed tincture, as you say. It's additional. If you get into melee range, I can proc additional -8 to fire or elemental resistance in general. That's what we can do.
The the primordial foe of our collective.
Primordial 4. I'll take that primordial 4 down. Just to wait. Leave it to me. So this is location, a hidden location with a crate, one of the crates. We need to break for a crate boss. There's also a secret, okay, fancy chest over here. There's a legendary. Yeah. Okay, you see that shot? You see what I'm seeing here? It absolutely looked like it was still blocked. I was like a little bit confused why I can break it, but then it was just a mirage, an illusion. It's not the fancy chest. And also the guys actually gonna be dying to themselves. They're just gonna sitting still. I do have some retaliation damage on this build. I do. Look at this, I'm not shooting them, just staying over here, let them hit me. It's maybe not that great, but it's doing its job. It's doing the job to get me rid of those weaklings that's swarming around. Good against maggots as well. Well, at least not okay. Good against all the normal maggots, except the oversized beasts. There's the tomb, and we do need to check it.
That skill's not ready.
We need to check it for a treasure, for loot. Don't really need much of a loot anymore in this build as well. So like I'm not picking anything except some monster and frequent. Mostly gonna be selling as well. And we already took the potential loot we can use from a storage, and we only can to conclusion that 2 items of that will be serving my purpose better than my current here. And I'm still not really buying into this Mark of Ulzin here. Like I'm not really buying on it yet. Because well, if I be more persistent, I probably can roll for better Camelon's badge from that vendor in the Blood Grew. I just probably can roll like a lot of resistances, and still it's still gonna be providing me with some good offensive / defensive abilities. And maybe even damage. But yeah, I need to be resetting the shop over and over again in order to do that. Dude, I'm so sleepy today. Yeah, like so, this night was like all full of anxieties for me. All right, like I say that the situation here getting like really bad in all fronts. Economy, like I don't really know like what to do tomorrow. To be honest, like I don't really know what to do. And there was this drone attacks like yesterday, which apparently got through. Okay, we don't care about the altar.
I can't do that yet.
And other things. So it's just not like even if I there was no actually air alarms during the night in my region, but I just couldn't get myself sleep. Thinking about all this stuff.
Do that yet.
Can't do that yet. She can't jump yet.
That skill's not ready.
Like I say before, using this evade mainly as a means of like just traversing the areas here. Yeah, speeding up my running through to the area. We do using dodge as a dodge in that Morgadrand fight, right? I think the Morgadrand fight is the best fight, like to demonstrate the power of a dodge. You're watching him casting that airy thunder attack, and then he's just dodging right before it. Rinse and repeat. This guy has some fire resistance, apparently. But we kill him no problem. And I have no idea where those guys. Okay, no mind. They didn't stack. That didn't stack. Yeah, so basically, chat, if I do some mistake, it's because I'm like super sleepy right now. And not the build fault. Players' mistakes. Yeah, excuses for this fight with incoming fight with Celestials. I do have. It's now the legendary, gonna be evaluated a little bit later. One thing I know, we should not have any problem with the Korvac. think we just can overheal myself while fighting him. It should be fine.
I can't do that.
They're meant to take the green item, but I guess we're taking it anyway. So I already took it. There's the lead. How did I miss you? Gargoyles, no challenge.
Do that yet.
Not chunky enough, not chunky enough for the build. Yeah, but be absolutely shredding everything here, like... If you can't play it on autopilot like I do right now, it's saying a lot about the build. Yeah, I mean it's not actually a bad build. Well, last push shot. Before like we praising the build too extensively there, we still need to kill the Celestials. Still need to do that last step. And overcome the that problem. The thing is, I do notice that most people not even like considering to fight the Celestials, but most people like just, you know, normal playthrough is enough for the to check the build. Like normal playthrough meaning like normal playthrough and normal difficulty. Which is leaving me baffled because any build can work on a normal just fine. It's not even like it's not even a veteran, right? It's just like plain the normal. Why don't people like want to undertake some challenges? Hardships.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, look at this. More legendaries. Well, 2. Could have been a bit better. Not getting any recipe out of here. So, you know, the funniest thing, we actually did get one recipe on this build so far, and that was the recipe I really need for. So we got that one. We got that one. But we still have missing so many recipes. And I don't feel like we're getting any of those anytime soon. Okay, Sister Crimson. I did farm it her extensively for some builds. Alright, she have a good scepter, she have a good helmet, depending on what kind of build you're playing. Maybe for some builds you even need 2 of those. Okay, the Ulzun Flame Spreader. That's 200 ranged, no mind. So we got another pistol, but that's a little bit too big to be a pistol. There's a totem. There's a totem I conveniently skipped. Let's go back. Yeah, I swear I didn't saw it. Didn't saw it. Also, I didn't notice like we're hidden for like 50, 70k crease.
That skill's not ready.
So not really that bad. Completely face tagging those guys. Also, I guess not that bad. Oh, speaking of a recipe. Ask and you received. Ask and you received, chat. We just got a recipe out of this. Yeah, you know, I just literally was 1 second, like half a minute before this, complaining about not getting any recipes out of those totems. And what we got here? What do we got here? Crown of the Revenant King. Caster Helmet. Vitality, elemental damage converted to Vitality. Level 94. Alright, one skill in Necromancer. I absolutely bring this home back home. Okay, let's get out of here. I kill all the bad guys, or almost all the bad guys. I mean, the main bad guy is down. And don't be fooled about her being a nun. She's just like, you know, the bad nuns. Almost demon worshipper, the cultist. She was a cultist. Okay, out of here. Oh, by the way, coming back to the stuff we talked at the very beginning of the stream, the plan for this month, which is like Xbox Games Pass, potentially Homefront, potentially Horizon Zero Dawn. We still like need to go through the Fallout. We still need to go through Ori, right? I was like at some point, Ori is already installed on my PC. I just couldn't play it because of my gamepad problem, and I committed to playing it with a keyboard in that case. But then we started the Pathfinder. All right, so somehow we need to get those games as well into rotation. Should I play like one game like every day, every day like a new game? You know, like when I can handle this 7 games per week. Maybe that's what we need to do. Well, it's potentially impossible. Just obviously I will not be able to handle it. Just, you know, the... Remember the times that I couldn't handle like playing more than one game per stream? Per like, you know, per stream I mean per... we couldn't play other games before we finished like one single game. I was like super rained into one game, and playing something else will be considerably distract me from the game I'm currently playing. That was the stuff like really just like started streaming.
My inventory is full.
Inventory is full. Meanwhile, let's get back. So I feel like right now I can handle more variety of games, like playing variety of games at the same time. Can handle just fine. Necrolord Shroud. Never mind. I saw this part of the set. Which recipe we got? It's not a part of the set, but it's still going into storage. Nonetheless, look at this. That's Mystical Stone's Fist of Rebuke. Right, the one we couldn't find on a previous build, which we need, or as I say, we found like level 51, but we never found level 84. But here we got it easily. Here we got it easily. So that's the stuff. Uzrim Flame Spear. Yeah, it's a Ulzen set. It's part of Ulzen set. Let's go into storage. This one, Blightstone Walker. Physical damage to acid. No, I'm gonna be putting that into storage just in case. Let's go into storage. This is going to storage. This is going to storage. Oh, and we got the belt. We got a belt shot. The Ul's in Torment. Yeah, it's not the best stats here for fire damage. You got a good flat damage and a good offensive ability, but a fire damage over there percentage is like 40% less than we currently have. Well, we roll it for the belt normally, alright. Now, if you can find a Mark of Ulzin, I would say like we never cheated in this game at all. It's just we took the items in advance, right? We knew that we're gonna be loot them, and we took them in advance.
See you around.
That would happen.
You need stashed?
We go here. You can't go here apparently. Not much space. So we're gonna be putting this here, I'm gonna be putting this here. And all of those goes to this area. This goes here. More breastplates. Okay.
It's safe with me.
I'm running out of space here for my loot. We also have this guy. No kidding, fascinating. So now we have access to transmutation finally. Which we don't really need, we already transmuted. Yeah, this build like used so many crafting materials. We crafted so many things for this build. I don't know what we're gonna do about next build. I mean, we do need to farm for more items for our next build. Mystical Gauntlets of Ignafara. Is any good? Legendary Glows, piercing fire damage, piercing converted to fire, right? Intensify, improved casting, high impact. It's like a lot of stuff for grenades, but don't have any resistances here. Well, there is a fire resistance, but good luck doing anything with that. Meaning this is not the resistance we need for this build.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, boss time. Bring it on. Get him with the mines. Use the cursed tincture on it. Use that. Just cast his thunder damage. Okay, how much? Didn't spot how much a percentage the thunder damage was dealing. Or whatever. So this is not the guy. This is not the guy that's gonna give me 1 attribute point. Speaking of attribute points, I think I'm ready to just put them into all in here. Maybe a cannon if you do need a little bit more offensive ability against Mogodran. 330. Yeah, there's always a cannon. No, okay, never mind. You know what? It's more survivability and more health, more defensive ability. So maybe the Mogodran have less a chance to crit me overall. Well, Mogodran and other Celestials in general. So let's get the survivability up. Since I do feel like my DPS already as good as it can get. theoretically, we probably can get another 20, maybe even 40k this year. But I don't think I can reach with dual pistol. I can reach 200k. I don't think I can, unless I go like super glass cannon, remove all the defensive ability. Even that, I don't think it's possible to get 200k. So this combination of the build we have the best balance. The best balance between everything. At least in my humble opinion. Let's go and look through here. Did we been in? Did we been here? Have we been visiting this place? We haven't. Somehow we just missed the tomb, full of treasures and unexplored adventures. Unforgivable. Okay, there's a shrine. There's a shrine. There's the chest over here. A fancy kind. There's a bunch of a fancy loot. We got a shrine. Want to kill that arcane guy. Oh wait. Stun me. And another legendaries. Do using my potion of energy, potion of mana pretty often. Well, maybe not pretty often, but kinda often enough. Couldn't craft anything with this guy, he's just trading the shit. Well, I can craft the shit. With him, Celestial Forge, defensive, offensive ability, increased health generation. Alright, so this is a guy that's giving you a tonic of reshaping and thing. Remember I was saying that we can buy those things. But I saw, for whatever reason, I thought you can buy it in Forgotten Gods DLC Skeleton Key Dungeon, right? In Tomb of Morganeth, but you need to craft it in this guy over here. But why is like only have recipe for 2? Restore devotion points or set attribute points? Was it like the 3-1? Reset all skill points as well. Maybe resetting. The most important is resetting attribute points. Right, devotion points you can always like pay the price in Isa crystals. But resetting resetting attribute points. There is no other way but. Oh my god! Sorry about that, guys. Like really sleeping. No one other way but like using the potion over here. I wish to say the most. I did plan to reset attribute points for this build. Did plan to put all of them into spirit. But like looking at this, we have 0 spirit points. We even have 6 points in Ganin, but nothing into spirit. Nothing much went into my spirit, unfortunately. Okay, there's a totem. Someone along the way here. Let's put this a portal over here in this place. So let me put a portal, and we're gonna be unlocking this area and sealing the tomb. Then we're gonna get in this portal, which is gonna jump back on my personal portal. Easy way around.
That skill's not ready.
Kill the beast. Kill more bad guys. I don't really care about the statues, it's just waste of time. We're not farming any items out of them. There is a portal. Lost to houses. Jumping back. Few more areas to go. To
That skill's not
kill the Korvac until we can start farming celestials. Farming, I mean. Not exactly farming, but killing them at least once. Challenging the build. Okay, two more legendaries.
can't do that yet.
I'll take that. Do not how useful they will be for this build, probably not, but someday maybe you're gonna be finding some use for those. Okay, portal. There's still a messenger to kill. Right, there's still a messenger to kill, which is giving me the skill point. I really decided to go to put that skill point on the blast shield. To get me additional survivability, but a little bit more survivability for the celestial fights. So yeah, 85 lightning resistance, and we'll have like 4% with the blast shield. If anything bad happen, make it to 89. But I don't think that, like I say, Mogodran will be a big of a problem for me. I think we got a Mogodran. Those guys just hide in without even trying to help me. Cowards. Oh, what a cowards indeed. Okay, there's nothing here. Messenger guy, where are you? Chunky guy.
That skill's not ready.
Died in a second. And this is road to the messenger. This is road to my last skill point. Well, wait, attribute point. Never mind. A skill point you get in from Roburg. This is giving you attribute point. Attribute point chat. Nobody corrected me. Yeah, here we go. We generally don't care about this thing over here. About any of those buffs. Just gonna go there and kill him. Like, look at this. No challenge. Easy. It was just like, you know, local pushover. On the other hand, he's immortal. We kill his avatar or whatever. It's like, you know, that novel I read, the Faraway Paladin, which is a really cool one. The gods there has the avatars working the earth, and the main hero, in his in his youth, fought the avatar of the god of the dead, and won over him. And then the avatar can descend on the surface for like next some intensive years. Unfortunately, it's not the case with the messenger here. You kill him once, and you're gonna be finding him again into that Cameron's chosen place. He's like, yeah, I don't care about you killing me. You can do it however much you can. So now we're gonna get tired. Unfortunately for us. Right, so there's a new area over here. Kinda, always calling it new. Back in the days when I was younger, there was nothing here. This was arena with the Griffin King. You just kill the Griffin to assert your dominance, and that's all. But now they added like additional area behind it. The game area like improving, ever expanding. I really think the title of the Grim Dawn is like the best RPG I ever played. Despite my love of the Titan Quest, and despite like people say the Path of Exile, or like forbid God, some people saying Diablo's still the best RPG. Oh my god, like heretics. Yeah, but in my humble opinion, I think if I'm gonna rate all the action RPG I played all these years, the Grim Dawn will be in the first place. Just the sheer amount of stuff that I'm interested in, sheer amount of builds, and the builds is what I'm enjoying the most. And how the game is supported, how the game is kinda more or less balanced. Well, I say more or less balanced because there's definitely some builds that could be working better than other builds, and there's a new meta shift right now. Again, the range builds is kind of more better equipped to handle the Celestials, right? It was the Thunder attacks. When you can kill Celestials with some tier 2 melee build, right? Like our Vitality Ritualist build, melee build we had months ago. Nowadays you can do that, but you still can still kill the Celestials with tier 2 build. It is a range build. So just kite him normal way, without much of dangers to get wrecked by the Thunder attack. Okay, speaking of Celestials, there is Celestial Totem, almost the same, right? We don't talk about it. I can't fight the. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the portal over here because it's probably gonna die. I can't face tank those guys. The Sign of Hunger. I don't have like any physical resistance. My armor is also trash, and they're doing the tentacles doing a lot of physical damage there. So I can handle one. I can handle one of those. And the second one, we fought them one by one, so the tentacles didn't done much of it harm to me. easy. But if there was like, if there was 4 or 5 of the Science of Hunter would spawn here, we will be in big trouble. Especially because this area is like so constricted and constricted me much in the movements. This time, however, the luck was on my side. I was just a face tanking them one by one.
Skill's not ready.
That's what we did. Okay, this area clear. Show me the boss. Bring him here right now. Or you all pay for it. Don't believe there's any secret area in this dangerous domain, this fancy chest. So you can get to the boss with a shortcut. Well, not exactly a shortcut. Yeah, the point is, I mentioned that my mana consumption getting really big when we have continuous fight like this. Feel like I'm gonna be running out of mana on a daily basis fighting Celestials. Because those fights tend to be like kind of long. I feel like my previous build had the kill the Celestial the fastest, right? 6 minutes for Caligadra. 6 minutes only for Caligadra on the Force Wave build. I think it was 6 minutes. Yeah, it was genuinely fast. I was very surprised about that. Take this. Another potion. Another potion of mana. Let's put a portal here. Boss time. Not sure if we can face tank it. I mean, he got a thunder attack on me. Okay, never mind. It was very short thunder. And he's already dead. He's already dead. No challenge. He got a claymore with infernal of scoring, fire damage, physical damage to fire. This is actually a good one, right? If you want to go with the fire damage completely, this is looking good one. Like what fire damage to Manhattan Bulwark, piercing damage converted to fire damage to the Manhattan Bulwark. Yeah. I'll take it. Need to put it into storage. A good find. Depend on the reality of the build we're gonna be playing. Maybe we need like some aggressive attacks affix, like always. But overall, if you're just aiming for fire damage, that's 2 affixes with the fire damage is just perfectly good. Got lucky. Okay, nothing much to loot from this stuff. Yet another shrine. But guess what? We don't care about the shrines anymore. Already got my all the devotions a long time ago. Corrosive of alacrity, Eldritch Halberd. Acid, physical damage to acid. This could be also okay, is it? This also could be okay. Alacrity. It doing attack speed. Let's take it.
That skill's not
For Terra, okay, Corvin Eldritch poison. Poison of, I'll take this as one. Weren't they supposed to drop the red Herald? Okay, there's those guys is the red one. Those guys. Not this time, attack. Impudently attack. Misguidedly attack. It is so easy. So how much of the thunder damage over here, damn it? I wanted to be immortal.
When Dravis confronted me at the temple's.
Open the doors. Let me in. Is it teleport back? Is it teleport back? I know I shouldn't do it, chat. I know I don't have physical resistance, but you saw what happened. He just one-shotted me from nowhere. Like I didn't even have like react with my face here. Like, you know, not only with my hands, but like didn't even have like any notion of surprise on my face. That would happen. I vaguely thought about this. I probably shouldn't face tank this guy, right? We already had a hard time yesterday face tanking some physical damage dealers. Yeah, like literally no physical resistance. Well, okay, 9%, I believe. But yeah, that guy just clapped me, whatever he did. 9% physical resistance. So he didn't have a chance to crit me, but he just clapped me normally. And he was like, "Yeah, welcome to reality."
Have you exit?
Some other reality check, yeah. Okay, let's put the stuff into storage. Alright, reality check, chat. Like I say, this build compared to other, how much I was complaining about Force Wave and not getting enough of, you know, Health Leech, right? We were complaining about it's not getting enough of Health Leech. However, we have enough of Health Leech. The Force Wave build had so much more armor rating, 100% armor absorption, no problem, and it's also had over 50% physical resistance. Is it? So it was chunky enough to face tank, but you also have a problem with face tanking with that build already. So I don't know, like why even trying to prove what I'm trying to prove with this guy while doing the face tanking. It's nothing to prove, except I'm a fool. Chosen Gaze of Acacia's Souls, aggressive one. The Acacia's Souls is not doing its justice, is it? Okay, Infernal of Scorin. That was I was talking about put into storage. Corrosive Electricity, another one. So the 6 attack speed. Choosing order, choosing of destruction, elemental, piercing. Don't think we care about this one. A messenger's pistol, siren of congregations, fire damage. I think that was also going into storage. So meaning, have so many more items to put in the storage right now. But we're gonna go and run out of space. That's what we're gonna do. Gonna be running out of space. Potion of clarity experience. Okay, never mind. I saw that there was a potion. There was 3 types of potions. One that giving you attribute set, another giving you devotional set, and third one that's giving you all skill points set. There wasn't. Because I saw there was 3 kind of potion. There was clarity potion for more XP, but that's something that you can get from reputation faction. My mistake. Honest mistake.
It's safe with me.
So let's go and turn in a quest to those boys. Already did, right? The Vanguard is 3. So we're gonna turn on the quest to her. Hello, driver's dead. I killed your brother, and I get 1 skill point from your from witnesses the death of your father too. Speaking of which, we're gonna put the skill point like we promised it into blast shield. So a little bit more survivability. Yeah? A little bit more survivability. Yeah? Tiny bit. Correct, not gonna be saving you. There's the Korvac would need to save him soon. Alright. And I don't think he will be able to do that. Not when it's come to fight me face to face. We don't need more cash out of here, do we? We are on 2.5 million, so like, yeah, don't need more cash. My financial struggles are over, finally. At least like they over in game. Nothing here. Really not a bastard. So we tend not to like face tank it. Yeah, don't face tank. Do not face tank. Face tanking is bad. What a heresy, so. I never thought I will say that such a heresy that face tanking is bad. But yeah, this build not that's the one the big point of the build. All right, it's very weak to physical damage. Very weak to physical damage. We maybe can make him a little bit stronger on that part, but that's gonna be resulting in losing quite a bit of DPS. So it's kind of like a glass cannon. You can think about it as a glass cannon shot. Not exactly that glassy, right? It's not dying from 1 hit, but it could die from 1 hit if there's like the enemy. It has a lot of physical damage into Thunder. On this department, I'm worried about fighting with what his name is. Oh my lord. I'm
That
continuously
skill's not
forgetting his name. The secret boss of Ashes of Malmuth DLC. Anyone? Anyone remember his name? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is
Ravager.
not a Ravager. Secret boss of well, the Ravager is a celestial boss. It's the guy from Secret Quest is Philax. Oh my god. Locker. Oh yes, yes, yeah. That's the guy. So like, I kind of, yeah. That's it. That's the second time I remember forgetting his name. Rather saying. It's stupid memory. Like, oh, come on. I hate it so much. Yeah. So like, I really worried about fighting Locker with this combination of build. Because literally like one-shotted my previous build with the Thunder, because I was not dodgy enough, and we need to be like way more dodgy with this guy in comparison. I'll see. We'll see how they're gonna go. We'll see how they're gonna
Man,
go.
I remember less names in real life. This is a problem.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Like I talk about this on stream that I met my classmate from just recently when I was saying she already have like 13 years old girl, or it was 14 years old or whatever. But I realized I can't remember my half of my or more than half of my classmate names. Right, and some people.
Hello, you.
Hello, you. That's exactly how it was. So you know, I always was bad with names and bad with faces, right? But I was proud to actually know every name of my class name, my mate, and I was interacting literally with every like classmates back when I was in school. And back when I was a university student, you know, like it's kind of social thing when you're in university. First, like you're interacting in the first year, you're interacting with like more or less everyone in a group, right? But then you get into the cliques with a couple of people, and there's a couple of people with the same interests, with the same like maybe projects or whatever. You're more and more interacting with them compared to other people. But I was the guy who was interacting basically with all the student body, in terms of like not only in my group but like in other groups as well. So I would say I was proud of them. I knew all of them, and I'm currently realizing I've forgotten all those names. Like I've forgotten a bunch of people. So I know there's like some girl in my school year, for example, back up until middle school. I know that I was like I was a rogue. I was a rogue, kinda in my school time, right? I was like always sitting in the last desk and pranking people and stuff. You know, like, kind of had that roguish attitude, right? And there was a girl that was my accomplice, and I can't remember her name or whatever, anything about her. I know like that we interacted a lot in you know, middle before the middle school, and then she's like transferred to other school. I just can't. I just can't. It's so sad. It's literally. Also, we did talk with. We have the a family dinner at some point, right? Also like very recently. So I'm kind of like talking about this on stream, right? When we started reminiscing about the past, right? Me and our my parents and my brother, and there are so many events that I forgot from my past that my parents just like you remember, and stuff. Is like it's kind of like, yeah, half of my life just vanished. But it's also like good to have the people who remember you, like different, like, you know, aspects of you, and can share those memories. You can see it from
That
different
skill's not
perspective. But yeah, like I don't know, like. Also the fact that despite I've been quite well old, right? I don't know if you can.
Skill's not ready.
What? 35 or 34 years. 34 years is it? But I still thinking of my classmates, right? As they've been like still like 15 years old. I think it's a common trait for all of us old people, is it? When you're thinking about your some guy haven't met in ages, right? Like that, the classmate I met like just a week ago. I still like imagine her being like 15 years old. Or like back when we were in a school with her. Or is it only me? I feel like it's normal for people, is it? Is it? Please chat say yes. Yeah, anyway. Memory is strange thing. For sure. Okay, so there's supposed to be a crate, last crate for a crate boss. Treasure trove. I'll take that. And a totem, bring it on. At least we can face tank totems, right? So far we didn't have any like trouble with really dealing with the totems. No problem, and my reflection reduction helping as well, so I didn't have any problem with reflective damage in this game so far. There was one point in the middle game that we were, when we jump drastically in my DPS and get more to my burning damage, I was, when I was face tanking the damage reflection guy, I actually lowered myself to more than half of my health and couldn't like health leash out of him. I mean, health leash enough to compensate for the damage I was taking from damage reflection. But it doesn't look like it's no problem anymore. As usual with a barracking, that's we did need for a previous build, did we not? Total trauma damage to force wave. Yeah, that's exactly the items from for previous build. Come on, game. Why are you always like this? Why it's always like this, huh? Okay, let's see whose fire damage stronger. Mine on this impudent fool calling him a chosen or whatever.
Game is lazy, dropping late loot as usual.
As usual, like, yeah.
I am sorry.
And we're like trying to play it here like solo and found. Okay, I did stand.
Disappoint me, Kaiman.
I did stand a little bit into that eruption scene. No challenge. Let's clear my my bags a little bit.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Grease of Ill Omen. Alright. There's some maybe good monster infrequent here, but we're gonna be passing on those. Charge it of ferocity, lighten physical damage to lighten damage. Physical damage to lighten damage via reckoning. Ferocity is what gives you attack speed. Okay, maybe I keep this one. Maybe I keep this one. What this thing? Flamekeeper Paldrons. Maybe I keep this one. There was this Avenger Crusher. That's another piece of the set right here that we're using in my previous build. But we're using 2 pieces of it. 2 pieces of Avenger gear. Oh, okay, we are using 3 pieces, never mind. Crusher, except the mace. Except the mace, we're using the 3 pieces. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, I remember for that offensive ability.
Around.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Well, we got it here too. There's no space at all left. Start putting this stuff in my shared storage, I guess. Back to business. Wait, what? What? One bottle. A final boss of the final DLC.
After all these centuries, you servants dare not even show their faces.
And then we're gonna get on some real challenge after this. So I think after this I'm gonna go for a Shalga. I'm gonna be skipping for now, at least on Morganeth, right? The guy from Skeleton Key Dungeon.
How long did they think their charade would last?
So we're gonna be checking out Rushalga fight. I'm a little bit worried about my piercing resistance for that fight. 12 piercing resistance, right? She does have resistance reduction, does she? So ultimately, I don't really want to face tank her. But it's so hard to command my brain about not face tanking. It is in my blood after all. It's something genetic.
Come, little human. I will make this quick.
That skill's not
Again, the guy promising me to make it quick. It's never getting old. It's never getting old. He never learned, I guess. Because what he implying that he's just gonna go and destroy him quick. Yeah. Well,
That skill's not ready.
fool's been fooled. Welcome to the land of blind fools. He's kind of blind, is it? I think he's a blind. Are you ready? Yeah, look at this. There's that stuff. Okay. Well, at least he's blind right now. And we did confirm that he's a fool too.
Can't do that.
don't maybe want to stay into that shit. Yeah, not much of like face tanking.
Shall be mine once.
Start shooting what you're doing. Got a hungry oil. So we weren't fast enough to kill him before his summoning portals. Extension of his will. Let's see about that. Yeah, look at the damage, right? It's physical damage and shit.
That skill's not ready.
Oh my god. Did we kill him? We didn't. So can really face tank. Oh my god, I'm dying onto Korvac. Potion, I'm dying to Korvac. That was unexpected. Because he's jumping, I can really like face tanking him. Well, I can hell slish him because he's getting like all the. Oh my god, I did die to Korvac. Fuck this. This build is fairly shot. We're done. Die to Korvac. Oh my god, like that's the biggest bullshit I had in a while. Yeah. Like I say, I can't really face tank, can't really hell slish when he's away. When he's like right in the air. So he's just staying there and need to soak up the damage, but I'm not able to soak up the damage. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong. Maybe I just should just stay in there and face tank for a little bit more. After all. Be more braver, like this. Oh my. Okay, I was a little bit more braver. I went to face tank him, but he did kill me. I'm so done with this build. I'm so disappointed in you, Purifier. It's literally like easy boss. So yeah, mistake is not enough physical resistance, right? Not enough physical resistance. Not enough. Like that's the only thing I can say, right? Maybe also need a little bit more health here, because like 10k health, it doesn't look that much, is there? Does it? Who would have thought I was gonna be dying? And yeah, I can't even say like it was my mistake as a player. Like something concerning the reaction speed or whatever. Well, got the loot. Let's start on the Celestial fights. Let's start on the Celestial fights and we're done with the build. Alright. Yeah, I'm less and less confident about killing the Korva. What's it called again? Locker. For now, let's take care of Shalga. Take care of Shalga, which is also could be a dangerous fight for here because not much of piercing resistance over the maximum piercing resistance.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, honestly, very shocked. Honestly, very shocked and demotivated now. Dying to the Korvac. Twice. So I understand dying to Celestials, and then, but it's the first time like we in ages that the build died to Korvac consistently. That's trouble. Almost like feeling like a failed build. Why almost? We need more accursed tincture, by the way. Running out of that. Let me in. Let's see how we faring with Roshalga, not having my with the stone. Not having, like I say, much of the piercing. Let's see how we're gonna be faring here. Can we maybe kill her like super fast? Before she kill me? Well, I mean, didn't work well. Wasn't fast enough. Wasn't fast enough. Well, there we go. Another death here. Another death to Roshalga. I'm completely like heartbroken here. Damn it. Open up, like we do need to kite her, you know, like more extensively. Oh my god, like just come here. So like they're all seen when we kiting her like all around here. Haven't used this tactic in a while. Like literally in a while.
That skill's not ready.
Like when we have time to shoot her. Oh my god! Ah, something in my eyes. God damn it! Roshalga Korvax first, now Roshalga.
SB3 shock, aid SB3 facepalm.
Yeah, I even like kited her, you know, shot. I even kited her. I still got like one shot at there. Oh, it kind of synced. Not enough like his res, person res, a health. Disaster. Don't let her drop the bullets at you.
Can't do that yet.
Don't let her shoot you. He's almost dead, but this is the most dangerous part.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, I'm no words that can describe my grief here. My griefs and disappointment. And we're doing so good. We're doing there. Okay, so there was a reality check yesterday when we died a couple of times to Shattered Realms, Shattered Realm bosses, the Nemesis. Okay, you know what? Let's go for. Usually taking Ravager first, but I think we have the most chances against Mogadren here with this build. I think Mogadren will have the best chances with this.
Can't do that.
Since, like, you know, 85 lightning resistance, 174 over a maximum. The only thing like I'm worried about my stun resistance, right? My stun resistance is not looking that great, 45%. So I want to have it more over the 60%, or at least close to 60%, more or less. But yeah. Can I get that? I can if I replace some powders for my offensive ability. Oh, like defensive ability. I can replace powder with defensive ability. That didn't help me. That defense 3100 defensive ability didn't help me neither against Ushalga, neither against Korvac. All right, let's face it. This is a waste. This is a big waste here. It's giving me the health, however, because most of this coming from physique over here, but it's absolutely waste here. So having so much defensive ability. Because it's not really protecting me. The health pool not good, physical resistance not good for that physical resistance for that defensive ability to take.
I can't do that yet.
To make anything good for me. So let's see how we can handle a little big guy here.
Have you come to pay your respects?
You know what? Let's actually we forgotten about buffs, right? We can forgotten about buffs. We can craft a little bit of something.
So what brings you to my forge?
A little bit of oils. On the slaves, right? I can craft this one, and I can craft the one that giving me percentage to health. Royal essence over here.
If you happen to find any blueprints, bring them back here.
Oh, that's why. Let's see. Under this one and royal essence over here. So it's got me like 2k health. At least something. Here we go, back to a big guy. Fuck. Run button.
Have you come?
Yeah, you got, perhaps you're not so powerful. Nobody talked to me that way. We're dealing damage. So you don't want to get sundered there, I believe. Can I first tank him even into Thunder because we have a good lightning resistance? What do you say, Chad? Can we face tank him into Thunder? I don't think so. Wait a minute. I don't think so. I don't think so. We can face tank him into Thunder. So I need to be careful around that. Well, we did try it. He still have a chance to crit me a little bit, but it's a better chance to crit me. The thing is, I don't feel like we do have enough of fire resistance, right? A reduction with this. Need to stay close to him. For all those my area of censures and stuff to proc. "45 stun resistance, looking just doing his job fine." Oh my god, where I missed the thunder. How did I miss the thunder? There goes the thunder. But yeah, we're not doing that good a job here. There's the thunder. Yeah, maybe I do need a little bit more of stun reduction. It's more stun than I can handle. I can jump away. God damn it. Yeah, a little bit more stun resistance reduction here. And also Thunder. So we're not decreasing his health that fast. Thunder. Thunder, get the fuck away. $27 million, only 4 millions like gone since we started the fight here. So it's not really moving that well. $26 another million gone. Try to like face tank him in this area. So like we're doing more damage here. Oh my god, I just jumped in the thunder. There's another thunder. Watch out for thunder. Shout of thunder. Got him to half of his health. Thunder. Thunder. I don't really care about his pets, right, for Health Lucian. I'm doing okay without them. Thunder. I just like keeping him in this position over here and continuously reducing his resistances. That's what we need to do. And dodging his thunder, like that one. Out of the oil. I'm out of the oil shot. There's a mana sink. $14 million. goes to Thunder. Did I just jump in the fucking Thunder, did I? I did a little bit. Jump away from Thunder. Jump away from the Thunder. Get the Sermon Mines activated. Hard and arduous fight, indeed. Oh, okay, that's some run timing over there. Like, why didn't I have the tincture? Oh my god, like Thunder shot, Thunder. Now the Thunder. Don't miss the Thunder attack. $12 million. Thunder attack. Get a little bit in the range. Get the mines activated. Now the Thunder attack. Keep him in range. Dodging the Thunder attack. Just jump fucking away. Got my like locked a little bit. I can't exactly like okay, Thunder attack. Prepare for that. Oh, if you already did cast it and jump, there's Thunder jump. Got myself a little bit sundered. And also Thunder. Okay, we did dodge that one.
That skill's not ready.
Allow us a little bit of Thunder again. Yeah, this is getting harder for me to control the fight. Oh, okay, Thunder. That was that was really dangerous. Now the Thunder, and we just run right into it. Thunder, we dodge that. Put more mines on it. Thunder. Get some mines. Less than 10 millions. Thunder, jump. Jump too far. Jump. Jump. Yeah, that's fine, like, getting so much of concentration out of me. Now I can kind of drink those oils as well. Speaking of oils, we are out of those oils too. That was a mistake, I don't see the guy anymore. Oh my god, that was a mistake going, like, I wrecked my tempo with going for these potions. I wrecked my tempo completely going for potions. He killed me. Yeah, that's what's happened, chat. Easy. No challenge. It was supposed to be one of the easiest celestials for this build to fight. Yeah, so the problem is we do want to up a little bit of stun resistance, which I can use. I can do replacing this powders over here, the Purifier and one of those powders, so we get an additional 60 stun resistance. Should be helping a little bit. right? But honestly, I'm so tired mentally and devastated about the die in the Korvac and Roshalgat wise. I don't really care about killing this. I can't say this build was like really good build in my eyes in terms of well, in terms of handling everything, right? It is a glass cannon build that one can sell. We're gonna be coming with some of those thoughts on the builds really soon. Let me just replenish my hunger oil for whatever reason, I don't know. Because, yeah, that was helping a little bit, but we ran in the middle of a fight and our DPS slowed it down without it. The cursed tincture and not the hunger one. We did use hunger one also for additional attack leech, 6%. Anyway, guys, welcome everyone. Asterius here. We're gonna be talking today about Purifier build, the Inquisitor plus Demolitionist, a dual pistol, elemental damage with accent on the fire. It was one of the funnest dual wielding pistol build I played. It's a really heavy omped, it's really fun to play, and it's pulling its leg in a lot of situations. Like it's easy to deal with, easy to clear normal monsters, easy to deal to clear with elites. However, it is kind of a bit of a glass cannon at some point when you find an endgame bosses, and it is also the build that have its weaknesses, and its weakness is namely physical resistance and physical damage overall, because we don't have much of armor absorption. I couldn't reach 100% armor absorption, keeping with consistent DPS here. So maybe we actually can go drop like 30k DPS, keep the DPS on 100, and get myself the armor absorption when I need. Right, because we over maximum with piercing resistance here can replace the silk swatch. But anyway, there's not going to be solving situation that that much. It still be kind of weak to physical damage overall without with that 9% physical resistance. I even sacrificed some items. I was planning to go for this build initially, like gloves over here, and what was it, gloves? The boots like a physical 5% physical resistance, and the pants giving me another 4% physical resistance. So how the build behave, how to build the build from scratch to hero, how to what kind of monster frequent to use when leveling up, what kind of end gear, what kind of skills, what kind of devotion for this build. The build stats in general, all of this we're going to be talking right now. And again, welcome, Asterius here. You maybe heard me about me, so maybe a couple of my other builds before. So my definition of a build to be good is ability to do everything. By everything I mean easily done a campaign, easily kill all the hidden bosses, and kill the celestial bosses like Mogadren, Kalagadra, and Ravager. That's what I'm talking about, a build to be successful build, a tier 1 build that's easy to play, and that's not about this build. Not about this build, because we just fought the Mogadren, supposedly be the easiest build for the easiest celestial for this build to handle because of overwhelming amount of lightning resistance. But I then done some player mistake. I ruined my tempo because the fight was taking quite a long time, and I just got killed in a thunder attack and into the damage. So like I say, this build is kind of glass cannon with very low health, very low physical damage resistance. Right, it still can handle itself really well face tanking the elites from the totems and Gonna be showing you how it's behaving in the Shadow Realm after we're done talking about all of the aspects of the builds. So it's not really a bad build, and I really did enjoy it playing it. However, something like a Celestials is hard for him to handle the Celestials and the Secret Balls. Even we died to Rashalga twice. We died to Rashalga twice. Again, piercing damage. We don't have much for maximum piercing damage in this. And we also died to Korvac, to third phase of Korvac. When he jump in, we don't have... This build relying on Health Leech a lot. But when the Korvac jump in and doing like all this meteorite shower at you, you have very low health, very low physical resistance. You get hit once, you can health leech much because he's in air, he's unreachable, and that was the downfall of this build twice in a Korvac fight, which was surprising because I didn't have any builds to die to the Korvac in a while. Nonetheless, there's the strong points to the builds. There are quite a few. The cleaning speed, the overall DPS, and well, generally, really think this is the most fun of a dual wielding pistol I played in a while. Sorry about that, guys. Need some water. I was talking a lot today already. So let's start with the start, right? Let's start with the stats. Offensive ability, defensive ability over here. So offensive ability, we went that high just to have a good crit chance on Celestials, with just enough to enable me activation of the deadly aim here, which has broken more. My crit chance, broken my offensive ability even higher and giving me a little bit more DPS. And fighting the Mogodran just now did prove that I was correct with the number. We were critting very often on him. Still the damage output was a little bit low because a lot of my resistance reduction required for me to stick around in a close range to the enemy fighting, which is not a problem normally against elites, since we can face tank most of them, but you can't really face tank the Celestials with this build. On the other hand, the stuff I'm not satisfied with my defensive ability. I think we went overboard over here. This stats could be go into spirit, right? Depend a lot of points into physique here. Again, most of my builds put in the points into physique anyway, because we're playing the builds on ultimate difficulty only, and this could be something you can play with, right? We have some Forge Fire 70 defensive ability over here with the powder on my amulet, and you can remove that one for in order to get more stun resistance for Mogodran fight. There is this stun resistance powder from over here, faction, where it is. This one, reduction stun resistance given rings and amulets, 8%. So we can get. I wasn't feeling that, you know, in disadvantage with my stun resistance when we fight Mogodran. It was 45%. It still was enough, but you just need to be very cautious about the fight itself, where you're fighting, how you move it around the Mogodran to not to get sundered. And my concentration at some point did sleep and we died. So the damage DPS over here, like you see, 136k. It's not definitely not the highest damage DPS build we had ever. And we had a comparison with this build to Iserai build, which Iserai have twice over the DPS and better survivability, despite it being like mage. We have a comparison yesterday in Shadow Realm. Armor piercing, armor in general. I mean, armor absorption not good enough, 87%, and armor in general not good enough. We do have some resistances here over the maximum. Alright, like lightning resistance, a lot of our maximum, but vitality and bleeding resistance just in good numbers to fight Ravager. I think Ravager will be manageable with this build because how it's a range build, and it's still gonna take a lot of time to kill him. Maybe even more time than killing Mogodran, which is like more or less a Mogodran I could face tank, but Ravager would not be able to face tank. And as the stats we have to check out our fire strike damage. Mostly it's a fire damage with some lightning. Originally I planned this build to be fire and lightning damage with 4 pieces of Dalgan's destruction set. Another pistol here is a lightning, but we took a devil tank pistol, which is proved me to be a little bit better in for like, you know, normal cleaning speed and stuff. Attack speed for the build 183%, didn't reach 200, but it's just really decent enough. And the damage fire modifier 2600%, and okay, yeah, 26 and 54 even. Same goes for lightning. And now the thing with talk about physical resistance, just not good enough here. Good enough freeze resistance, good enough slow resistance, and reflecting resistance 55%. We didn't have any problem with reflecting damage in the end game for this build. There was a slightly problem in the mid game when we have only like 20 something resistance reflection from a constellation, right? And we did, well, slightly problem. It's not enough to kill me, problem. But yeah, we did have a problem there. So the total damage dealt is 160k, almost 61. Not really that great. Not really that great, but I didn't expect that much of the highest damage dealt with dual pistol setup. That number was a little bit surprising for me. So, like I said, the cleaning speed over here, as good as cleaning speed on my Easter egg build, which has had twice more DPS. It's just like all of these bullets spread and have a better range, better range and better, you know, radius of that where they can reach an enemies. All right. Compared to my Force Wave build, compared to Israel build that had like very narrow, well, beams or very short range, right? This one has extensively long range and radius for when you start shooting. So the cleaning speed was comparing those Force Wave build and Israel builds. Next thing to talk about gear and skill rotation and skill in general. So our main skill is here is a Fire Strike. It's our to attack skill. We have Elemental Storm on it, which is giving me 32 flat resistance reduction, right? And in conjunction with Hour of Sanger, which is minus 25 elemental resistance, and Thermite Mines, which is another minus 27 elemental resistance. This is where, like, how we are reducing the resistances from Celestials, right? But it's have its shortcomings. Both of those Thermite Mines, you need to for the enemy not to move, so that them to stay in this Thermite Mines and to stay in them in Fire Strike, which is kind of hard to do when it's not counting. Give me a second, chat. Be back in a moment. Alright, sorry about that, back, some family stuff. Back to analyzing the build, right? So what we are saying, the shortcoming of this, and also with Hour of Century, you actually need to stay in a 7-meter radius for this minus 25% of elemental resistance to apply to enemies. So greatly limit your option of kiting celestials. That was one of the problem too. While we didn't have the great damage output on a Mogodran, because the moment I get in like away from the 7-meter radius, my Hour of Ascension not working, he moving away from Thermite Mines, he moving away from my Elemental Storm, and all of this resistance reduction not really doing that much to him in the end, and yeah, meaning not much of damage. We also did use a Cursed Tincture here for additional -8 elemental resistance. So basically how we playing, we just like shooting everything with my Fire Strike, put in the Elemental Storm, put in my normal playthrough, put in my Inquisitor Seals, which is also giving me a little bit of more damage. Right, staying Inquisitor Seals giving me 138 k, so like 3k damage, not much, but it's also giving me some damage absorption as well. And we put in the Thermite Mines under the belly of my enemies. For some fast heal, we have the Word of Renewal is also giving me some buffs, like a little bit buff to health and buff to my Ether resistance. So we always want to keep that up every time. We also have another thing we didn't talk about is survivability of this build is provided by a Health Leech, right? And we have Life Leech of 11% over here, coming from Constellation, coming from Restless Remains, and coming from what else is coming from? From something else. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Right. Yeah, the Bane, the relic. Never mind. We also have additional life leash of 6% from Hunger Oil, but honestly, like even 8% for this build was enough of life leech to go through everything, except like final celestials and final bosses here, without like dying. I mean. Right, so gear, how do we achieve that? What's the optimal gear for this build? We're starting with the set I'm using for it. There's actually 2 sets I'm using for this build. One of this, Dalgan Destruction, which is giving taking 3 pieces of the set. 3 pieces giving it a more Fire Strike, more attack speed, and my Fire Strike in hard cap of 22. Over here, which is 22, and so this one got you really easy to get if you have a recipe. We actually got a recipe only at the very end of this session of the build, and we crafted helmet, we crafted a pistol, we crafted the breastplate here for 3 pieces. We have Titan Platins on the breastplate for reflecting damage reduction. We have the Seal of Destruction on my pistols, and I'm using Malmoth Souls as a powder of both. But for the second pistol, I'm using the Mystical Devil Tongue here, which is giving +1 to skills and Demolitionist, more attack speed. I deem it better than Lightning Pistol overall. I deem it better to have this one. Right, so also Malmoth Souls Powder and Seal of Destruction. Another piece of the set we're using is Ulzin Infernal Avatar for additional 2 pieces, 120 fire damage on the shoulder guards. We're using Living Armor here, and Living Armor, by the way, on a helmet. And we also have Heart of the Ulzin for that maximum elemental resistance and offensive ability, right? So this will take to reach the 3200 offensive ability, using Blood Crystal on all my Javelries for more defensive option. Alright, more bleeding resistance, that what they do. Also, there's another set of the Javelers here, the Rings, Elemental Harmony. It's also craftable set. All of those set are craftable, so you need to craft helmet for Dalgan Destruction and helmet for Uzurin shoulder guards, and then you transmute them via transmutation option in Inventor guy, right? Either using Crucible Inventor or completed a quest in Forgotten Ghost DLC and getting access to the transmutation there. So we can transmute them to the part of the set you need after that. So I did craft it through helmet because it's solo self-found build, and we crafted 2 helmets here for this build. Anyway, there's the rings. There are rings here with a Fire Strike +2 and some more offensive ability for me. So those rings potentially gonna be very good and very easy to craft. But there are some rings that could be better than some fire rings. The Magi rings from Court of Magi in Skeleton Key Dungeon, the Tomb of Mogoneth in Forgotten Ghost DLC. There are some rings that could be potentially more DPS, giving more DPS for you. We also have the Mystical Uzin Torment Belt over here. And for a more vitality resistance, we have Mark of Ulzin as well. That's for relic we use in Bane. It's basically the best relic for this build. Elemental damage, fire flat, attack damage converted to health, and more offensive ability with attack speed and casting speed +1 to Inquisitor skills. Pants, Eastern Leg Guards, Silk Swatch instead of +20 to armor absorption. Which is, I think you can play with this, and I think you can play with the gloves as well. There's Wyvern Bone Gloves. I wanted to craft it, but because of easy resistance that we're gonna be losing by crafting those, we're keeping these gloves, which is basically the worst item in the build. And finally, the boots we're using the Storm Bearers, again for my vitality resistance. Mostly, it's not really that much of an old optimal boots, but they doing the job, right? There was alternatively there was the Worm Scaled boots, I believe. The Worm Scaled boots, right? There was a bunch of alternative pants over here. We were considering a bunch of alternative medals as well. That's actually the same medal. And
Hold on to that for you.
I'm gonna be talking about Monster and Frequent. We're gonna be using it for level up, or you can use instead of those medals or gear we can currently using. So first and foremost, there is this Camelin badge you can buy from the vendor near the Blood Grove. All right, and this is a good alternative for the Ulzim one. Especially if you roll with a good affix for it. So we're gonna go for the Blood Grove. There is that vendor over here. There's a vendor. Right, you can see over here. It's a kind of secret one. Need to go around the breach. You see my cleaning speed is just like destroy those guys in a second. We're gonna be getting to that in Shadow Realms very soon. But yeah, the vendor, you can get the Camelin badge from him, and I really was running it until the end, until very end, because I wanted to more of vitality resistance for my fight with the Ravager here, right? Getting over maximum more, but you can totally run with Camelin badge, depending, like I say, what kind of affixes you get. Some of them actually can also can get you vitality resistance.
Put it to good use.
This build was very easy build to level up on ultimate difficulty. It's one of those super good builds on pair with Force Wave build and on pair with Issa build. So how do we start the game? How we play in this game? We only play it on ultimate difficulty, which just means it's having like all the own challenges, like super low resistances, not ability to have reputation items, fast ability to get these powders, leading to your death in the process. But this build was very easy to handle a lot of situations. Most of the problem in leveling up on ultimate difficulty, you just don't have enough DPS to erase everything before it's erase you. which just wasn't the case for this guy. So there's a bunch of items you also can craft, that is if you have a recipe. It's definitely not a build you can start with being a beginner, because you need to find this recipe, but there's for beginner you can find this Francis gun in the first area, right? You have a two of Zeus, and they provided you up until level 15, and at level 15 you can craft a different gun, double barrel pistol over here, plus 2 to fire strike, and then you encourage you to craft those. On level 37 you can craft a hand mortar gun, and on level 62 you can craft a sharpener pistol, which is we're using up until the end game, until level 94, when you switch it to the set, right? All those pistols over here, you can see we were using flint core bolts on them as well, right? Another craftable you can have is a chosen waist guard, right? And chosen griddle. It's a reputation belt you can get from what kind of faction you can actually get it from it? Is it
Come see what's left
those
of my
guys
wares.
here? Oh yes, this is the Devil's Griddles. One of the reputation faction, right? So it is demolitionist belts, demolitionist belts like chosen cord, and like it's a Camelon chosen. It's a Camelon chosen faction, is it? I think it's a Camelon chosen faction you can get it from. We were aligning myself into the Camelon chosen faction of this build, so that's another thing you can craft early on. I saw there's level 35 for this build, and it's helping you leveling up. I also was using like annihilation as a relic before I realized it's actually realized thanks to Chartered Bane, it's actually better level 60 relic. There's a good relics to craft for this build as well earlier on. And another thing about metal over here, you can have a monster infrequent like Urapsrax Stink, right? +1 to Inquisitor, and some fire and elemental damage depending on what you can get as an affixes. So, early on you can get Shambler's Heart as well. It's giving you that offensive ability to your Flame Strike, and we did actually struggle, or as I say, we didn't struggle in the mid game, considering the offensive ability because of that Shambler's Heart providing this 8% offensive ability. It's also some a little bit of physical damage to Flame Touch, but it's well questionable if you need it on elemental damage build. Definitely it will be a boost on normal difficulty if you're playing, but it wasn't that great on well, it was still damaged. It was still damaged, but not as great on ultimate difficulty for leveling up. So we have incendiary shoulder pads, right, and incendiary helmet of cask that drop in from arsonist in Crony Gang. And that's like something I was running, this helmet I was running up until end game. So I encourage you to get those 2 items as well, gonna be helping you in your build as well early on. And there's a good gunslinger jacket, which is basically also the item for mid game, but it's something you need to actually farm for it. It's giving you offensive ability, it's giving you flame touch bonus, and yeah, overall I think it was a good item to have on the build. That's what to consider a monster infrequent and how to level up the build using those monster infrequent and craftable items, right? But yeah, for craftable items, unfortunately, you can't. If you are new to the game, you probably will not have the recipe for this guns I show you, and that will be making this a little bit harder to deal with. A little bit harder to deal. You still can use the monster infrequent for leveling up, like the cask and incendiary shoulders, which is easy to help to find, and heart, Shambler's Heart, or the string over here, and then the Camelon badge. But when it comes to coming to the guns, you do need to have a recipe before you consider to start this build. That's all about the gear. That's about gear. Let's check out the skills we have here. So Demolitionist was my main, or rather there is no actual main mastery for this build. More or less every mastery was contributing equally. Right, Demolitionist, we have the main skill here, Fire Strike, and Flame Touch was giving me that offensive and defensive ability, and the Flame Shield, Blast Shield, a little bit of survivability when it's come. There's also Serpent Mines and more attack speed with Vindictive Flames and Sync. Inquisitor ranged expertise, so that's the skill you need at least 1 point at the beginning to enable your dual wield. And we have a Word of Renewal, which is helping with health restoration, emergency health gain when you run out of flask charges, and there is resistances to Eastern Chaos and overall defensive ability. We also utilize the burst rounds and chilling rounds. We didn't go for Storm Spread because I think it's a waste of skill points. So Storm Spread bullets have a very short range, and if you want to proc some skills, you want to proc it is a bursting round or chilling rounds, which is helping your build way more than Storm Spread will do. Hours of Censure here for minus elemental resistance in a 7-meter radius, and we have a little bit points into Inquisitor Seals for that boost of damage 3k DPS. It isn't done that much. I wish I can max it out, Inquisitor Seal, but I just run out of the points we can use. Deadly Aim also was helping for celestial fights, but you don't really need it in normal fights. That's my own honest opinion. So maybe we can put points from Deadly Aim into Arcane Empowerment here, and Inquisitor Seal is going to be helping you use the normal game more than the Deadly Aim. You still want to have like some points in the Deadly Aim, like 1 point or 2 point, well 1 point at least, right, for bonus percentage chance to crit. But like you say, we already have a lot of critical offensive ability, critical chance with this offensive ability, despite, like, without a proc of a Deadly Aim. We just like say when we proc a Deadly Aim, we're gonna be reaching how much? 3700, right? That's more than enough to deal with Celestials there, even overkill. But we do need that 3200 to actually proc the Deadly Aim and have this good, offensive ability on the Celestials. Right. We did talk about belt having on the Bok Leather. We didn't have any powders on the belts. You can play it with increasing my piercing resistance. Should probably done it before going to a Shalga. And dying to her piercing damage. Next, devotions. 3 basic devotion you need for the build. At the beginning is a candle quill going into a Rovari Crown for that elemental storm. We also have a crab for Arcane Barrier. We also have Magi, not finished. We had Griffon, right, with his glare. And most another important devotion here is Hydra, with that 5% attack damage converted to health and overall damage and maximum like movement speeds. So we do benefit greatly from Hydra. On the mid game, we pick up the Chariot of the Dead. I'm greatly enjoying those devotions as of late, and putting all my ultimate difficulty builds. It's very good for leveling up through the mid game, providing you that additional survivability and offensive ability. Right, survivability we are Wayward Soul and a Chariot of the Dead 4% and some offensive ability over here. So yeah, that's one of the mandatory devotions for a lot of my builds. We did use a Crane devotion here and a Cherry devotion, a Throne devotion, Constellation, or as I say. I usually using also Crane. Became one of my favorite constellations for mid-game, early game, for leveling up on ultimate, but I usually replacing it with other devotion late game. This time around we didn't. we didn't. Just provided me that damage reflection, damage reduction, and all of these resistances we actually did need. Same goes to the chair with a stun resistance reduction 25. So we just keep it as wire. There's a Hawk constellation over here, which is I was putting points into here, min-maxing my build, but consider to put these points actually something that give you more survivability. I took these 3 points from my crossroads. Maybe keeping them in crossroads was better in terms of at least giving this 5% to health boost. Alright, so we need to keep like some survivability there. Maybe something for physical resistance, like put that those points into lion instead, giving you damage and physical resistance. Same goes with jackal, right, to physical resistance, but offensive ability here and total speed. So this could be better maybe than a hawk. Not maybe, it's probably will be better. That's a constellation, that's a gear, that's the leveling up more or less covered. Right, I'm gonna be showing you quick excursions through the Shattered Realm of tier 50, which will be challenging for this build. Which actually will be challenging for the build. And you know what? You're gonna be seeing this in a moment why.
Got any more scrap metal?
So we're gonna be crafting this Waystone over here. Is that the right one? 50 to 60. Gonna be crafting it.
The Shattered Realm span.
Before we begin, offer the stone, jump into level 50 realm, yeah. But also the cleaning speed of the build, the survivability should be enough as long as you're not running into anything unreasonable as nemesis or a couple of them at the same time. You see, killing them in seconds. Like I say, the spread of the bullets is really good, so we don't need to aim with a narrow with a narrow beam as either ray or as the force wave. The bullets more or less like reaching everything here. Okay, killing this a little bit slower than I imagine it'll be. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh my god. Wrong way, a little bit of wrong way. Also the crits are not that big. You see like 70k, 60k, 50k crits per shot from time to time. It's definitely not as like 200k that we had on my force wave builds or on my Israel builds. But nonetheless, the build was very satisfying to play, and partially because I like the interaction of we have with having a dual wield guns, right? The shooting people seems fun, well, in game at least. All right. So if you're looking for that good dual pistol build, I do encourage you to check it out, this one. And we did have another build on YouTube, Infiltrator dual pistol build, but that build was like way harder to build and way well, harder to play also. Okay, so there's this Nemesis over here. You see we already having problem against him because of physical damage. So we can't really face tank the Nemesis here. Need to be extremely careful and kiting him and his kill me. Yeah, so there you see when it's coming to physical damage, it is also player skills as well. Need to take into consideration, but we have this trouble facing anything that doing a lot of physical damage to begin with. Alright, so he didn't have a chance to crit me, but his physical damage and was more than I can handle. That will be all for conclusion for this build. I think like I said everything I wanted to say. It's up to you guys to decide if you want to play it, if you want to have fun with the build, or you want to something more resilient, something more, well, something better, which is like I recommended is a array build we had. Also you can find it on my YouTube channel, or previous build we had Force Wave Tremor build, which is like was way more tanky and way better in survivability, way better on damage, and way better in killing Celestial as well. That's all for YouTube. That's all for YouTube recording. Back to Twitch. We actually approaching 4 hours over here. Unfortunately, guys, it will be my last build, last time playing Grim Dawn for at least for a while. I'm gonna be taking pause for Grim Dawn. Unfortunately, we weren't doing very good on the Grim Dawn streams for the past months. We kind of not even stagnated, but I saw like a lot of drops into followers as well. People were continuously unfollowing. Maybe not related to a Grim Dawn, but there was no dynamic, no growth for a stream, and this was demotivating me over and over. Despite me allowing the game, despite me want to change, to check, to challenge more builds, I also need to well, keep reality in check, right? And we're gonna be. Also was getting a little bit burned out from playing action RPG in general, so I think it's a good time to get a break. We're gonna be back in to Grim Dawn builds at some point again. You know where you're gonna be in 1 week, in 2 weeks, maybe even like well, there's what is called Last Epoch, right? Coming in 20 days. So there is that back to action RPG. Still don't know if we guarantee gonna be playing it because I can't afford the game, but I'm relying on the chat here. If the chat want to watch the game, yeah, we're gonna be talking about that when we get to that point. Anyway, so we, like I said, we're gonna be taking pause from Grim Dawn and potentially taking pause from Pathfinder as well. Which is also not doing very well on viewership and general dynamic. Expect more games, more new games, more old games to come in this next month, guys. More of like variety content, all right. And meanwhile, take care of yourself. Thank you very much for joining me today and sticking around for a lot of Grim Dawn streams, guys. So I really do appreciate it. Been there, here, talking to me, lurking. Well, just lurking is so much boost to my morale when I see that there's some people actually watching. Yeah. Again, take care of yourself, guys. Stay safe. Whatever you're doing, have fun with it. Till the next time.